Alright. Alright, appreciate y'all. Let's get it going. Only join if you do think that being lesbian is wrong. Hello, how old are you?
Hello, I'm 23, and I just wanted to talk to you. I don't think lesbian is being wrong. I think love is love, and you should really just date whoever you want. Do you agree?
I should what?
One question.
Okay.
So serious.
Y'all take it easy. Moving on. If you guys are watching and you think that being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. Hello, how old are you? Okay. Alright. Thank you for the roses. Alright, only join if you do think that being lesbian is wrong. Thank you very much. Again, if you're watching and think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. What's up? How old are you?
Lesbian fuck.
That's what you wanted to say? That's it? Okay, can we get a bunch of F1s in the chat? Again, if you're watching and you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. We'll get some people going. Hello, how old are you?
Yo.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
What year were you born? Hello, how old are you?
Yo. I said I was
How old are
20.
you? You got a major echo, homie. You have to swipe out of the app and then come back.
Born in 2000.
You're gonna have to swipe out of the app and come back. Alright. Again, if you're watching think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. If you don't think it's wrong,
What's up,
don't click the
bro?
guest request. Hey man, how old are you?
I am 19, but I'm on this podcast to say, be who you are.
Period, queen,
For
period.
your right.
Period. Alright, on to the next. Appreciate you. Take it easy.
Hey, what up?
What up, man? How old are you?
I'm 30.
Alright, you think being lesbian is wrong?
Yeah, because y'all be taking all the women.
Okay. Alright, well, take it easy, brother.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. Alright, on to the next. Only join if you do think that being lesbian is wrong. Please don't join if you don't think it's wrong. Yeah, he had a good singing voice. What's up? How old are you?
I am 15. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, as a lesbian.
Yeah, can't you, bro? You gotta be able to read. You have to be able to read. Please read. I know that it's covered by shit, but I know you can see that. TikTok terms of service. I will not talk to you if you are not 18 and up. Fab, click the guest request to debate me.
I hate
What's up?
people.
I mean, you're a child, so I think you should go read a book. Alright, moving on. Alright. Well, this dude is... Where'd he go? Alright. Hold on. He added himself back and then he disappeared. For the dude earlier that I echo, if you want to join back in, I got you. If you're watching right now... Hey, how old are you?
Why?
Yo, y'all have to be 18 and up. Come on, seriously. It's not hard to read. What's going on? We will get some debates in, guys. I'm sorry. Alright. Moving on. Alright. Only join if you do think that being lesbian is wrong and you're 18 or older. What is going on today? Do I lift? No. I wish I did. I should. Only join if you think being lesbian is wrong. Thank you very much. If you don't, appreciate you, but just looking for debates. What's up, how old are you? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, how old are you?
Okay.
Your sound is like you got terrible Wi-Fi or something.
Hello?
Hello, how old are you? You don't have very good service. Alright, you're gonna have to join back whenever you have better service. Moving on to the next. What is going on today? What is going on? Thank you so much, Hill, for the heart me. Appreciate you. Hello, how old are you?
Gay nigga.
Okay, go read a book. Thank you. Bye. Alright, please only join if you think being lesbian is wrong. Apparently the children are out today. Don't know what's going on today. What's up, how old are you?
I'm 19.
What year were you born?
2005.
You're a liar.
How?
You are lying! What is going on today? It is Sunday. You're not wrong. Shouldn't they meet in church, though? What's up? How old are you? Okay. What is going on? I've not gotten a single person. This is nutso. What's up? How old are you?
I'm 18.
18? What year were you born?
2006.
What month?
May.
Okay. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Yes.
Why?
Because that is just wrong. Like
Why?
just date the opposite gender. It's not that hard.
Why don't you just date the same gender? It's not that hard.
Huh?
Why don't you just date the same gender? It's not that hard.
Because that's weird and disgusting.
Okay, well, I also find it disgusting to date the same gender, so what's the difference? Or the opposite gender, sorry.
Wait, can you repeat that?
You can't... I find it disgusting to date the opposite gender, so...
Like, God made you to, like, date the opposite gender, not the same gender.
Yeah, God doesn't exist, little bro. You want to prove God's existence for me? Go ahead.
Please, tranny obsessed. You have no rules to talk to. You have no rules to tell me I'm a little bro, please. You're tranny obsessed. Like,
Tranny
please back
obsessed?
off.
Did you just say...
You're a tranny.
I'm literally not, but that's fucking disgusting. You're disgusting. Your parents did not do well. Hello. How old are you?
29.
Alright, you think being lesbian is wrong?
Yeah, because women can always make me come easier and better, and that's just that's not fair to men.
Okay. Appreciate you. Take it easy. Alright. Only join if you do think that being lesbian is wrong. Appreciate all the friendlies. Just looking for some good debates. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying the T word. Sorry, y'all. I repeat what it was. Sorry, y'all. Anyways, hello. How old are you?
26.
You think being lesbian is wrong?
No, I don't think so at all. You should love whoever you love. Love
Period.
should be equal.
All right, appreciate you, man. Just looking for people that disagree. Thank you, though. All right, on to the next.
Hello.
How old are you?
I'm 13, but please don't let me go yet. I just want to say one thing.
No. TikTok terms of service. You have to be 18 years old. Y'all, you have to be 18. What's up? How old are you?
Strap on up my ass. Rub your pussy up my pussy.
Okay. All right. F1's in the chat, please, and thank you. Moving on. Okay, bro, I'll add you next if this person doesn't go. Thank y'all for the F1s. If you are watching, you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. Hey, what's up, man? How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 18.
Wait, what year were you born?
2006, June 17.
Alright, you think being lesbian is wrong?
Yeah, kind of. Because, like, wait, let me ask you a question. If you were, like, with a woman and, like, it was only two of you on Earth, just you and your woman, how the hell would you repopulate the Earth? What's going on here?
So if you and your woman and you were infertile, how would you repopulate the world?
No, if you were like the only two people ever live in existence.
Yeah, you see how dumb your argument. You see how dumb your argument is, because I could just use it against you by using infertile people. It doesn't matter, because the hypothetical question is it doesn't matter because I can use the same hypothetical question to ask you the same thing. If you and an infertile woman were, yes, I can. If you and an infertile woman were on, an island, you also would cease to exist. It's irrelevant. I've heard your argument, brother. I've heard your yes. Yes, and it doesn't. Yes.
You and your woman.
Yes, and we would die.
We could work something out. Yeah, you would fucking die.
Yeah, but what if the woman doesn't want to have sex with you?
What do you mean? She has to repopulate the Earth. Everyone's dying.
Oh, so she's just an incubator for you, right?
No.
So so consent is not involved in repopulating the world?
It's involved, but not the way you're saying.
No. Because if it's you and another woman, she has to consent to sex to repopulate the world with you.
It's gonna be a mutual decision. It's not like I'm forcing her down and saying, yeah.
Okay, so what if she says no? So then what if she says no?
Well, I guess we both fucking die, but at least we have a chance. Just a woman and a woman.
But that doesn't prove moral or immoral. That doesn't prove that it's wrong, because would you say that infertile people are wrong because they?
It is wrong. It's just like you have it for a reason. You use it for that reason. You
brother. Make an actual fucking point. So, are infertile people wrong? Are infertile people wrong because they can't have children?
No. But they can
Okay,
work
so then
something
what's
out.
the relevant distinction between, what's the relevant
can work
distinction?
something out.
If
When
you would
someone
let me
is
finish speaking,
infertile,
if you would let me finish,
okay.
if you would let me finish speaking, what's the relevant distinction between an infertile couple and a lesbian couple? They both can't have kids, so what's the relevant distinction? Go ahead. You can unmute yourself.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know I was muted. Their thingies still work and they can still do shit. I mean,
What is it? No. Do you know what infertile means? What is the relevant distinction
Yeah, I know
between
what
an
infertile
infertile
means.
couple?
I know what
Yes.
infertile means.
What is the relevant distinction
I know what
between an
infertile means.
infertile
The one
couple
someone
that
is
cannot
infertile,
have children? If you will answer my fucking question, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds before moving on.
To answer your fucking question.
Answer the
before
fucking
you cut me
question.
off.
Then
When
answer the
someone's
question.
infertile, it doesn't mean they can't have a kid. It means that like it takes a very, very long amount of time to have that kid.
Wrong. They
Like, it's
cannot have
very hard to
children.
reach.
Wrong.
No, it does not mean
They
can't
have to use the
except that your
same
womb is damaged
cipher.
or something.
Holy fuck. I know I'm not Parker, y'all. If I didn't look like Parker, you wouldn't say I wasn't Parker. So everybody can be quiet. What's up? How old are you? Jack, how old are you?
Nice to meet you. I like the background.
Thank you, bro.
22.
How old are you? Perfect. You think being
Nice
lesbian
to
is
meet
wrong?
you. 22.
You think being lesbian is wrong?
That's more of a moral question. I think it's unfortunate,
absolutely.
yes, that people are lesbian.
It's unfortunate
And
that people
gay.
are lesbian?
And gay, yes. Mm-hmm.
How is it unfortunate that people... You can't say the G word, so use lesbian.
Oh, okay, lesbian.
Yeah, so why is it immoral?
It's like a two-pronged approach. One of them is they're moving away from what humans are naturally designed to do, which is reproduce, have a family unit, and raise children.
What's the definition of
And
natural?
they're also pulling away other people who are
Hold on.
Hold
on. What is the definition of natural?
Natural is what God created us to be. That's what I believe.
God.
You may have
okay.
a different definition, but
God.
even in your definition, I'm right.
Jack, no, you're not right. So, prove God's existence, because I don't believe in God. Are you there? Hello? Hello? Alright, moving on. Period, Pooh Bear. I am a woman for everybody in the fucking comments that's confused. Y'all can read bios, right? If you just click on the bio, I tell you.
Hello.
Hello, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Alright, do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
No, I don't.
Perfect, alright.
I support it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
You too.
Thank you. Alright. Moving on. Only request if you think that being lesbian is wrong. Thank you. I appreciate all the friendlies. I'll do a friendly every once in a while just for morale. What's up, how old are you?
What's up? 23.
Alright, you think being lesbian is wrong?
Yes and no. Now, hear me out. If women were, let's say, created to have children, and then obviously women aren't doing that, then that's the only reason why I think it's wrong. But I think everyone should be able to do what they need to do, and that's it.
Do you think everybody should be a parent?
If that's within, if that's what they want, then yeah. If not, then no.
Okay, so then you don't even agree with what you just said.
But how can you say that?
Because you said women are made to reproduce. What does reproducing mean? Having children. If you don't
Having
think,
children,
what does that equal? Equal being a parent. And also, women are not created to women are not created, their entire purpose is subjective, but women are not created to just have children. That's a subjective purpose.
Yeah, but then people have a choice. People have that choice to whether have kids or not. Doesn't mean you have to be a lesbian.
But you said that doesn't mean you have to be a lesbian. What do you mean?
Like, the straight people don't have kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you're a lesbian, right, that's how you feel, whether you're born that way or whether that's the emotional side of it or whether it's through trauma. That doesn't matter.
You know we can have kids, right?
I know you can have kids.
Okay, so then what's your argument?
So for like IVF and things like that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your argument?
Well, this is why we've come up, because you're saying why is being lesbian wrong? When someone agrees with you or doesn't agree with you, you then kick them off.
I think what?
Oh, Joe, you're just trying to pit your ideology onto everyone else. Yeah, right.
No, I'm not. I've literally asked you for your argument. How am I trying to pit my ideology onto you? I've asked you for your argument.
I'm not just saying, right.
Well, this is a debate platform. You got on a debate platform. I'm asking for your opinion.
Yeah, and I gave you my opinion.
And what was your opinion, brother? All you said is women are made to reproduce. I don't agree with that. I think that's a subjective thing. I just proved to you how you don't think everybody should be a parent. What does having children do? That means you become a parent when you have a child. If not everybody should be a parent, that just proves it's subjective to the person. So what is your argument?
You've just said that it's not morally right or wrong.
It's amoral. It has no moral significance. You said yes and no, it's wrong. So why yes is it wrong? I don't believe that it's wrong, but I also don't believe it. All right, toodaloo. And he was a fairy. How old are you?
18.
What year were you born?
2005.
What month?
March 15.
Yeah, that would make you 19, brother. That would make you 19. Toodaloo. Alright. Sorry, y'all, it's been a minute. Moving on. Been nannered for a week. Thank you for the roses. Alright, taking too long. Moving on. Alright. Hello, how old are you?
Hey, what's up? I'm 19. April 2nd, 2005. Honestly, I don't think it's wrong to be lesbian.
Okay, cool. Well,
But
I am just thinking of people that do think that it's wrong.
oh, but I just want to say
Well, if you don't think it's wrong, then no debate. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for the superpower. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Alright, moving on. Hello, how old are you?
Hi, 45.
Alright, do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I agree that it's morally wrong.
Okay, how come?
Well, morals are subjective, right? And it depends on somebody's belief system of where they look to their moral compass. So, I was listening just for a little bit, and I couldn't help but to wonder, why do you care what people think about that? Or why do you want to debate people? Is it to change their mind, maybe? Or
yeah, because so one, I am a lesbian, but two, because there is an insane amount of religious people that persecute this community, and it's still 68 countries where it's completely illegal in, and this is a big platform, which means I can reach people in different countries and change their mind. And I want to have intellectual conversations about things that people think are immoral. When they've just been told something is immoral, they don't question why it's immoral, and I think that's illogical and idiotic.
yes, I agree that people are persecuted. I in other countries it is illegal. They will be
and
unalive
until 2015
for it.
in 2015 we weren't legally allowed to get married, which is not that long ago. And there's still a lot of persecution from the Christian church. I live in a southern state, and there are fucking some major churches here that say some horrendous shit.
I disagree, because I'm also in a southern state, and I think the vast majority of people that are religious or believe in some religion yes, we believe that it's morally wrong because we look to God for our moral compass. So, but
Are
we
you
don't
religious?
care. Yes, ma'am. I'm a Christian.
You can't
but I
speak
hate
for
nobody.
all. You can't speak for all, because what happens at Pride events is when we don't come to your church standing outside of your church, but you know where you go? Churches stand outside of Pride events and scream at people that they're going to hell. and put fucking pamphlets on people's doors that they're going to go to hell. So,
I can
you
see
can't
how
speak
that-
for all.
I can speak since I've been a Christian my entire life, and I've never experienced anything like that, and all is welcome. And yes,
because you are not a part
do.
of the community, of course you wouldn't experience it. I am a part of the community, and I experienced it within the church.
Well, we have a couple that comes to our church, so
I don't give a shit. I
like-
don't give a shit. That's anecdotal experience. I don't care for it. Thank you so much for the roses, Kylo.
So you just want to focus on the small percentage of the crazies?
It's not the small
that
percentage.
doesn't represent
It's not the small percentage.
Christianity
Really?
as a whole.
Okay, you want to talk about the 700? You want to talk, Kelly? Do you want to talk about the 700,000 adults and the 400,000 kids that went through conversion therapy because of Christianity? Do you know what conversion therapy is?
I told you I'm not denying that awful stuff has happened. I'm not denying
Kylo,
that.
thank you so much for the
awful
lights.
stuff has happened to them in the Christian community and outside the Christian community.
You guys make up the majority. You make up 88% of the Congress. Like, you make up the majority. You can't be oppressed. So I don't really care. So what's your argument here? Is that you believe that being lesbian is wrong because of God?
If what you say, 88, we make up 88%, there would never have been same-sex marriage. There would never be this.
Democrats fought for it.
It's majority. That's how it works. It doesn't matter if you fight for it or not. Republicans fight for things too that they don't get. Anyway, I'm not going to put myself in politics as crap. So
I've asked
is not
you.
really what this
I've
is
already.
about.
I've already asked you if you think that being lesbian is wrong because of God.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, love.
But we don't. But I don't hate anybody, and it's none of my business who you choose to love too. That's
You
my
chose to
stance
come
on
up
it.
here. You chose to come up here, so you obviously wanted to share your opinion, correct? Thank you so much for the heart me.
Actually, I just came up here because I'm like, why does she care what other people think? And those places
Because
that
the community
to be that is not Christian countries. Those are not Christian countries at all. That's mostly
Hey, guess what they
Muslim
believe
countries.
in? Yeah, guess what they believe in? Jesus. They believe in Jesus.
don't.
Are you kidding? The Muslims don't believe in
I'm
Jesus.
not kidding.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Jesus
No, you
to
don't.
them
Thank you so much
is
for
just
the
a
Delphin. Thank you for the heart me.
that was a prophet that wasn't anything but a man. That is
but
not
they believe
what
in
Christians
Jesus.
believe. They don't believe in Jesus. He's just a mere prophet that they misrepresent in their Quran.
Okay,
So,
that's
no.
your opinion. That's your opinion.
That
And
is
so
not my opinion. That
is your opinion because you can't prove that Jesus was resurrected and you can't prove that he was the Son of God. Go ahead and do that for me.
Ma'am, you just
Prove that Jesus was the Son of God. Prove that Jesus was the Son of God.
I didn't come up here to prove to you my beliefs.
Okay, then why the fuck are you here?
How
you're
am I
gonna
gonna prove that
you're gonna
to
talk
you?
about morality. You want to talk about morality? How are you gonna prove that to me? How are you gonna believe in something you can't prove to me?
Listen, how did you jump from Islam to back to Christianity when you said nonsense about Islam and then jump
No, I
back
didn't.
to Christianity?
Yeah, because
let's work on facts.
Hold up,
here,
Kelly.
because
Did you
we
just
can't get
Kelly?
anywhere.
Did you just come up to defend your religion because you were feeling a little
you so
bit
much.
hurt? Did you just come
No,
up to
I'm not hurt.
to
I
preach,
was-
or did you want
I-
to talk about the topic at hand?
No, I came up here to ask her.
Thank you for the roses.
What does she care what people think about her lifestyle?
And she
anyway,
told
no matter
you, and you're
if
sitting here and
Christianity.
gaslighting an entire community who faces condemnation every single day of their lives.
But you can't
still
get mad at
fast.
me because of my moral compass no more than I can be mad at you about yours.
What?
Is the point.
Okay, so explain to me how sexual orientation has anything to do with morality.
Because if you're a Christian, or some people that are not even Christians or atheists, don't believe it's okay. So I don't
Hold
know.
up. No. You can't just say, well, because other people say it's not okay. That's like if Timmy's going to go, jump off a bridge, are you going to too? So in your own innate morality, explain to me how sexual orientation is immoral.
Because it's laid out for
It's
us.
not laid out in the Bible. It tells you that it is immoral, but I'm asking you why it's immoral, and you have yet to tell me why.
Because I am a believer.
Yes, you know what's hilarious? You know it's funny. So thank you for the hand art, TJ. So in the same book that it condemns homosexuality, it condones slavery. in Leviticus. I'm glad you want to laugh about. I'm glad you want to laugh about that.
Okay, I just laugh at just the sheer just delusion of you're telling me things about my religion that is
Shawty, I was a Christian for 20 years. I have Hebrew tatted on my fucking neck. I know the Bible back and forth. You don't act like you know me.
Ma'am, you wouldn't have said what you said if you know the Bible back and
I do know.
forth.
Really? Do you want to read? You want to read Leviticus and Exodus? You want to read the New Testament where it talks about slavery and how to own slaves and how to beat your slaves? You want to talk about that, Kelly? You want to talk about that? Let's talk about that because your God made it very fucking clear. Your God made it very fucking clear. Kelly, let me finish. Your God made it very fucking clear that you can't mix fabrics and you can't eat pork. But you know what he didn't give a fuck about? That you couldn't own people as property. In fact, he told you how to fucking do it. So make it clear, Kelly. Make it clear.
You don't have a clue.
I do. You want me to read it to you? I have a fucking clue, and so do all the theists and the atheists that talk about the slavery in the Bible. You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite.
No.
You have no idea what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm a hypocrite. I do not condone
you want to get your but your God does. Your God does.
That's why he tells them what should happen to them legally if they kidnap anyone. What? You don't know the difference between chattel slavery and the slavery that they're talking
I do know.
about
Chattel
in the
slavery was indentured servitude was for 6 years. In Leviticus, it wasn't talking about indentured servitude because indentured servitude doesn't refer to people as property for life. You don't know what you're talking about.
So is that why you're mad at God?
I'm not mad at God. I'm mad that your morality stems from something so immoral that it's heinous. It is heinous that you would get your morality for something like this. And that's what I'm mad about. It's just ridiculous. You're also denying something that's straight from your book.
I'm not denying anything. I'm denying your understanding of what you're talking about.
Hold on, Kelly. Can we hit the pause button? Did you come up here No. Did you come up here to personally attack the host and then deflect from every single question you've been asked, or did you come up here to debate?
Do you feel personally attacked by me?
If not,
I think you're not answering a single fucking question that I've asked you.
I answered the question. If you don't like the
you
answer,
laughed when I
don't
no.
know how.
Do you want me to read you Leviticus? Do you want me to read you Leviticus? Do you want me to read you Leviticus? All right, Leviticus 25:44 through 46. Your male and female slaves are to come from the nations around you. From them you may buy slaves. You may also buy some of the temporary residents living among you, and members of their clans born in your country, and they will become your property. You can bequeath them to your children as inherited property and can make them slaves for life, but you must not rule over your fellow Israelites ruthlessly. And then let's go over to Exodus 21:20 through 21. Anyone who beats their male or female slaves with a rod must be punished if the slave offs as a direct result, but they are not to be punished if the slave recovers after a day or two, since the slave is their property. That's not indentured servitude. And you would know that if you knew what indentured servitude was and the difference between the different contexts of the situations in the Bible.
So this is the thing. So when you're reading these texts, you have to rightly divide the text and understand it as a whole. And that's
is it the same fucking God?
Okay, so you have to look to your church to interpret it. That was a different world. It's pretty heinous if you read it on
Your
its own.
God allowed it to happen, but made sure to let you know that hey, you can't mix fabrics and you can't eat pork or shellfish. I don't give a fuck. You're not making a single point here. Your God is allowing and condoning slavery and allowing it and telling you how to do it. And if you're a slave, is to be beaten. They can only be beaten if they survive after 2 to 3 days. And you won't be punished if they survive after 2 to 3 days. You're not listening to me. You're a Christian apologist.
What if they
are you condoning what's happening in the Bible? Are you condoning what's happening in the Bible? Kelly, are you condoning what's happening in this? Are you condoning what's happening? Kelly, are you
okay with them beating them at that point or punishment?
Kelly, are you condoning the slavery in the Bible? Are you condoning the slavery in the Bible? Is that what you're saying right now?
Listen, it's not up to me to condone anything. Okay,
this is the God you believe in. This is the God you believe in, right?
Listen, these are stories, and
are they not accurate in your worldview?
If you knew when Jesus came, if you knew the Bible like you said,
I do know.
Laws are not in effect
God
anymore.
No. You're not going to sit here. You're not going to sit here and preach. First of all, you'd have to prove that Jesus was real, so I don't believe in this shit anyways, but let's talk about Jesus, okay? So God came down as himself in human form as a loophole for his own rules that he created. He could have just forgiven you. He didn't need to come down as himself and sacrifice himself to himself as a loophole for his fucking creation. It's obnoxious. Not only that, but your whole salvation depends upon his account of resurrection, which we have nothing for, except for the Bible. You'd have to prove that the Bible is true to do so. We have no accounts of Jesus' resurrection outside of the Bible. So you have to go and prove that. But the entire idea that God would come down as himself, sacrifice himself as a loophole for his own rules that he created, is just idiotic and illogical. So I don't give a shit about Jesus, and I do know the Bible. I know what Jesus did. I know all about it. It doesn't fucking matter. When you actually think critically about these things, it doesn't make sense. God didn't need to use Jesus, come down as himself in human form to forgive us. He had the ability to do so, but he chose not to. It's illogical, idiotic. But anyways, I'm moving on because you don't know how to have a conversation. All right, moving on.
Hello.
Hello, how old are you?
19.
All right, do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
Absolutely not, because...
Okay, period.
Right, in my opinion, like, this is literally just my opinion now. What other people are doing is nothing got to do with anyone else. Like,
I mean, unless they're harming people, but other than that.
Yeah, unless they're, like, harming anyone, then we kind of got to step in, but... Got to do,
Yeah, I appreciate you, but I am just looking for people to debate, but I do really appreciate you. Thank you.
Hey, no bother, I'll give you a follow there now.
I appreciate you. Take it easy, okay? All right, moving on. Hey, how old are you?
I'm 49.
All right, brother. You think being lesbian is wrong?
Yes.
How come?
What is the point of being with someone?
Love and companionship.
Love and companionship.
Yep.
Also, what else is out of that love and companionship? What else comes out of that love?
It depends on the subjective purpose of somebody's goal in life.
Okay. So if you love someone, which, you know, hopefully you do, which that's good. Out of that love, what do you want? What is the end result of your love?
I think what you're trying to get at, I think what you're trying to get AG to say is that...
children, but I would say that's subjective, and I don't care for that.
So, all right, but okay, so that's good. You don't want children, but...
No, she didn't say that.
I didn't say that. I said that that's irrelevant. It's subjective to the person.
Well,
and you could agree with you. And hold on. I bet you'd agree with me because I bet you'd agree that not everybody should be a parent. Thank you for the roses.
Well, not everybody should be a parent.
Okay,
but,
so then that goes against, that literally contradicts what you just said.
No, it's just
yes, it does. Whether you want to concede to that or not, what does reproduction lead to? Parenting. And if you don't think everybody should be a parent, then not everybody should have children.
But that's, again, up to those individuals. Some people, they say they don't want to be a parent.
Yes, again, it's subjective. It's subjective, like I said.
Again, you don't know who wants to be a parent, who don't. Some people,
yes, it's subjective.
Many people say they don't want to be parents. Well, my point is, if it was okay, then they will find a way for you to reproduce.
We'd have ways to reproduce.
Everything in life has a way of
Thank you so much for the
reproduction itself.
Yeah, we have ways to reproduce.
Animals do it.
Hey, if you're just getting to get up here, hey, dude.
Yeah.
You're just yapping. Make a point and stop.
Well,
you're just yapping.
I'm saying that.
Yes, and we have ways to reproduce the same way that an infertile couple can reproduce.
How?
IVF, surrogacy, IUF, IVF.
No, you depend on somebody else.
Is that not reproduction?
You and your mate.
Hold on. So are you saying that the straight infertile couple is wrong for using IVF?
That's because they, for some reason, maybe because of health reason.
Yeah, and that's great, right? Because they can't choose that, right? And I can't choose my sexual orientation. So I didn't choose to only be attracted to women and not be able to have children other than using IVF. I can't choose that.
You can't choose who you want to go with.
No. You can't choose your
you
sexual.
can.
You can't choose your sexual orientation. If you'd like to bring me a source that says you can choose your sexual orientation, that'd be great. Go ahead and swipe out of the app and find me a study that says sexual orientation is a choice.
Again, at
nope.
resources. I'm just saying resources can be.
Nope. Swipe out of the app. Find me a source that says sexual orientation is a choice. I'll be waiting. You're not teacupped, brother. Leave the app. Find me a source that says sexual orientation isn't a choice. Is a choice. I'll be waiting. I don't care. Hey, brother, I don't care for your opinion on it. I'm asking you to bring me a source. So bring me a study. If you don't bring me a study, I'm going to kick you. You need to bring me a source that says sexual orientation is a choice. Why would you want your opinion to be wrong? Do you want to believe in things that are true?
I'm just saying that there are people...
do you want me... Hold on, stop talking.
Are we going to have a discussion, or are you just going to talk over me? I'm trying to let you know
because you will not bring me a source. Bring me a source that says sexual orientation is a choice.
There are sources depending on... Because they always change. Life is always changing. So one time...
Bring me a source that says sexual orientation is a choice. Thank you very much. We will all be waiting. Thank you very much. Thank you, go on for the GGs.
Feel so relaxed.
I don't know why you're not teacupped, homie. You literally should be off the app right now looking for something.
I don't need to look for something.
All right, we're moving on. Thank you very much. Have a great day. If you can't have an actual intellectual conversation besides just spewing your opinion, and you can't bring up sources, then you're booted. Toodaloo.
Hello.
Hey, how old are you? Thank you so much for the GGs, and thank you for the roses. How old are you? Sorry. Do you think being lesbian is wrong? You're good. 25. I heard you. Sorry. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I do, but I also feel like it's okay to be wrong. Like, I truly believe in God, and if you haven't been connected yet to God and you don't really know God that much, it's okay to be wrong in sin, you know. But I feel like maybe if you understood God and or if you maybe look for God a little bit more and stuff like that, and try to follow morals and stuff like that, you'll realize.
Yeah. So the morals in the Bible are heinous, so I don't really care. So could you prove God's existence?
Yeah, I feel like I can. I feel like I personally, I don't know how I could prove to you God is real without. I don't know. I just wanted to say maybe you should.
Hey, I was a Christian for 20 years. I have Hubert tatted on my neck. I am an atheist now.
Why did you turn into atheist?
Because there's no evidence backing a God, and then if you just read the Bible, you should shut it, because the Bible's it contradicts God. There's lots of contradictions in God's existence. Not only that, but it's just there's no evidence beyond that, and I want to believe as many true things as possible and things that are backed in evidence.
No, there's a lot of evidence, historical evidence.
There's not. To back up a supernatural being, there's not. But if you'd like to present me with some, go ahead.
There's a lot of historical evidence of Jesus.
Run it.
Wait, before, because when I say Jesus, you're thinking of this magical person. I'm saying there was historical evidence of a man named Jesus walking.
Yes, that doesn't prove that Jesus was the Son of God or that God is supernatural.
Okay. Well,
so I can give you that Jesus may or may not have been a real person. I don't really care for that. That doesn't prove that he was a supernatural being or the Son of God. You would have to prove that he is the Son of God, and you'd have to prove that he's supernatural, and you'd have to prove God's existence all in one. So go ahead.
I don't know. I just wanted to say that but
nobody can hear you.
There's not much else I can tell you. If you didn't know about God, then I would tell you to look in the Bible or try.
You want to know why? I know the Bible, homie, and I would never ever get my morals from it, because it condones slavery, it condones mass genocide, it condones offing innocent people, rape, it condones horrendous fucking shit. So I would never get my morality from the Bible.
You're talking about Christianity. I'm talking about the Bible. Because you're talking about Christianity being.
I'm talking about the Bible.
No,
I'm talking about the Bible. Christianity believes in the Bible.
Christianity is a group of people that believe in Christ. I'm talking about the source,
Where would you get Christ from? The fucking Bible.
Okay. No, I mean, that was my whole thing. I just wanted to come in here and maybe tell you about God, but since you already know,
I already know.
You denied.
I literally read the Bible to people up here.
Oh no, there's nothing else in, because I mean, if you don't believe in God, there's not much else I can do.
You can't tell me why something is immoral without God.
What do you mean?
I'll give you a great example. So PDFs are not in the Bible. How do you know PDFs are wrong?
PDF. Because that's just a moral thing. Like, you just know that it's wrong. It's like in your heart and
you just know. You just know. So why do you know that it's wrong?
Because it's like a moral thing that we know, like a feeling. Like, I feel like when you're born, you kind of already know what's wrong and right based on like the feeling of it. Like, if you
thank you so much for the
if you see something like bad,
if you can't substantiate why you have morals and tell me why something is immoral, then like you're just a sheep. If you're just told things are immoral and you have a feeling something's immoral, but you can't go down the line of why something is immoral, then why would I trust you in saying that being lesbian is wrong? Okay, great. That's great. All right. So tell me how being lesbian is wrong in the same sense.
I guess, I mean, you're right. You're not hurting anyone. And that's why I said it's like, I guess it's not wrong. I don't know. I just wanted to, that's my whole thing. I just wanted to come in here and maybe tell you about God, but since you already rejected him.
You think do you think God is new? Do you think there are people that haven't heard about God?
No, but you obviously like rejected him. Like,
I followed him very closely for the majority of my life. And I have literal Hebrew tatted on my neck, which is what the original Bible was written in.
Was there a specific thing that made you like atheist, or like was it specific?
Yeah. So Christopher Hitchens, The Problem of Evil.
Oh,
I couldn't dispute it. No, he's an atheist.
Oh, okay.
He gave me an argument I couldn't dispute, and then I just kind of started reading.
What was the argument?
The problem of evil. So you can't have an all good God and evil at the same time. It contradicts itself. And contradictions cannot exist.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, I didn't come here to argue. I just wanted to...
Thank you so much for the GG. All right, well, appreciate you, man. Take it easy. Moving on. All right. Yeah, y'all, for everybody saying that evil came from Satan, guess who created Satan? God did. Y'all are hilarious. Yeah, everybody tells me I look like Parker. Thank you for the roses. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, Timothy. Alright, moving on. This person's not loading in. Alright. Hello, how old are you?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm listening to your conversation, and I want to tell you, as a Jewish woman, when people come up with the Bible to you, make sure that they know that segment in the Bible where it says a man shall not lie with a man.
It was mistranslated. I wish they cared, but they just don't. Because they just don't. I'll use it occasionally, but that's why I'll use like the PDFs. But they just don't care. I don't know what it is. They don't care that it was mistranslated in 1946.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Yeah. I do. I've tried to use it. They don't care. They go, well, I still think it's wrong.
You're not going to convince people if they're dead set. You know, the problem is with the Christian right is they live in so much fear that they can't listen to another person's they can't even hear another person's point of view. They have to run away because it would challenge it would challenge and break away that bond they have, that mental, and they're afraid.
Totally agree.
They're so afraid of going to hell that the pastors in their churches have them put under their thumb.
Thank you so much. I totally agree with you. I appreciate you so much, Mama J. Take it easy, okay?
All right. You be safe.
You too. Thank you so much. W Mama J in the chat. What a sweet woman. All right. All right. Moving on. All right. And she was a fairy. Hello, how old are you?
Like, sorry, I accidentally sent this request, but like, I'm actually under 18, so like, can you kick me out?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got you. Appreciate you. Take it easy. All right. What's up? How old are you?
I'm 43.
What year were you born?
1981.
Okay, you think being lesbian is wrong?
I have lesbian friends. I mean, that depends. For me, it depends. If you follow the Bible, then it's gonna be wrong. But if you follow, I mean, it's subjective, I think. I mean, I just want to ask, and I'm curious. Do all lesbians have gender dysphoria?
No.
They don't. Okay. I don't think it's wrong.
Sweet,
Anyways.
brother. Take it easy, man.
One. Thank you.
You too. Thank you. All right. I got the Christians wrong because I got a bunch of passages in my guest requests. What's up, man? How old are you? Hello?
18.
You are not 18.
I'm 18.
No, you're not. Do not lie to me. Hello?
Hey, hi there. I'm 50 years old, born in 1974.
Sweet. You think that being lesbian is wrong?
Only if you believe that being Christian is wrong, only if you believe that anybody who has had an affair on their spouse is wrong. You know, like, I mean, because everyone wants to throw Christianity at this. So, I mean, I'm going to tell you, I'm a 50-year-old gay man, okay?
Period.
Masculine gay man. People don't believe me when they find out I'm gay. They're shocked. But
say GAY TikTok hates us. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You don't know.
I do. I know. No, I do way too many lives. I know better. Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay.
Everyone wants to throw the Bible at this subject, but nobody wants to throw the Bible at everything else that we do that the Bible says is wrong. So, I mean, I just want to come in and say, hey, man, live your life. You know, I mean, to hell with what other people say is right or wrong. If it's right in your eyes, and if it's not wrong in the letter of the law, then live your life.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Take it easy, okay?
Hey, no problem, man. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. All right. Oop, there we go. W guest in the chat. Hope you have a great day, man. For real. All right, moving on. Thank you for the heart me.
I'm not doing it. No, Jay.
Yeah.
I love.
Oh. And she was a fairy. Moving on. Hey, how old are you? Thank you guys so much for the roses and the heart me. Hey, how old are you?
Hello.
Hey, how old are you?
Me, I'm 46.
Alright, you think being lesbian is wrong?
No.
Period. Have a great day, man.
I believe people need to stop judging people for what they want to be.
Period.
God didn't create us to be one specific thing. I actually don't. I believe in God, but I don't follow religion in any set format. Because I believe part of it's right, but most of it's wrong.
I got you,
Because
man.
I don't see God. Everybody says see God as God should be feared. Why would God want to be feared? Why should God be feared when He wants us to love, be together, understand each other, do good by each other, and have set standards so we don't hurt each other? Yet we do it every day by creating laws that try to say people who are lesbian shouldn't be together or gay shouldn't be together, shouldn't have same-sex marriages, which is completely wrong, because at the end of the day, you are who you are. You can't change that, so why should you?
I appreciate you, man. Well, I am just looking for people to debate, but I appreciate you, man. Take it easy, okay?
Appreciate it. Take care of yourself.
You too. Thank you so much. Super sweet guy. Moving on. What's up? How old are you?
Hey, what's up? I'm from South Africa. I'm 29 years old. I'm a business owner, and I just thought I'd come on here and tell you you're doing an amazing job because you're really promoting the community, and I genuinely believe that everyone should leave everyone alone if it doesn't affect them.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
You too.
Take it easy, okay?
You too. Bye-bye.
Hey, I hope your business goes super well, okay?
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, man. Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for the heart means. Thank you so much for the roses. W guests in the chat. All right. Moving on. Hey, how old are you?
Hey, hello.
Thank you so much for the heart means. Do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
I'm 38.
All right. Do you think being lesbian is
No,
wrong?
but I'd like to offer a certain perspective that most people don't think about, if that's okay.
Okay, go for it.
Sorry, I'm having a bit of technical issues here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. I just had an echo for a second. Sorry.
Okay.
So just a small, brief caveat, and then I'll get off the live because you really want to debate people.
Okay.
And I'm Jewish, come from the Jewish religion. And I just wanted to offer two little caveats out of what my understanding is of the approach of the Jewish religion towards this subject. And it's something that most people don't know, okay? And I don't in any way, shape, or form speak for all Jews. I speak from my understanding, okay?
Okay.
So, 2 points. Point number 1, the reason that GAY sex is supposedly forbidden on the Jewish principle is that it has to do with the male seed. The male seed is considered sacred and it is not to be wasted, which is the main principle of why GAY sex is forbidden, which has nothing to do with lesbians. That's point number 1. Point number 2, and that's a very basic principle in Judaism, is the principle of tikkun. Ever heard that word before?
No, but...
So the basic idea is that God created the world imperfect, and it is up to us, through our process and through our lifetimes, to make the life perfect, to make God's creation even more perfect, which means that we all have to fix ourselves in order to fix the world around us, okay? Now, whatever a person needs to deal with in their lifetime is their business with God, which means nobody has the right to come to tell anybody what they should do with their life. It is between them and God. That goes for all the Bible thumpers, all the people who use religion to explain that this is forbidden. In the end, whatever a person has to go through in their lifetime is their business with themselves and with God, and nobody else has any right to dabble in it. It's up to you. That is the 2 things I wanted to say. Thank you so much for giving me the moment to say it, and I wish you all the best.
You too, man. Take it easy. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
I did not know about that. That makes a lot of sense from the Jewish point of view. I actually respect that a lot more than just saying it's immoral without having any reason behind it. All right, moving on. All right. Yes, I am a woman.
Oh, sorry. I'm under 18.
Oh, okay. Take it easy, okay?
You too.
I love accents. I love Irish accents, man. Gotta love the Irish accent. All right. Let's see. Comment in the chat if you want to go up. Okay. Only join if you think that being lesbian is wrong, please. If you don't think that it's wrong, please drop or cancel your request. I do love you, though. This person commented, and now they're not. What's up? How old are you?
18.
What year were you born? You've got
Wait, can you hear me? My service is messing up.
Yeah, your service is pretty bad. What year were you born?
Right here.
Get you a better place and then rejoin, okay? Alright. Let's see. Let's go with, I thought I already talked to this person. It says recent guest. Hey dude, how old are you?
22. I actually been in here like before.
Okay.
A lot of times, like we talked a while ago, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What was your reasoning for why being lesbian was wrong?
Well, I just believe in God, so I just think, it's just like for me. Okay, I'm just gonna give a rundown. Me personally, I believe in God. I think that it should be male and female and, reproduce in the world and stuff. But at the same time, at the end of the day, you choose what you want to do. So if a person wants to be lesbian or whatever.
Do you think sexual orientation is a choice?
What's the definition of sexual orientation?
I'll just give you the actual definition, just so I don't misquote it. Sexual orientation is about who you're attracted to and want to have relationships with. Sexual orientation includes GAY, lesbian, straight, bisexual, asexual.
I think
it's an enduring personal pattern of romantic attraction or sexual attraction to persons of the opposite gender or gender, the same sex or gender, or to both sexes or more than one gender. Sexual orientation.
I mean, I guess I would think it would be a choice. I mean, I'm not
it's a choice?
I mean, I'm not too familiar with, that type of stuff, but I guess I would just assume that it is a choice.
Okay. Do you like to believe as many true things as possible? Do you like to not have opinions that are wrong?
Well, I mean, that's what.
No, I'm asking you. Don't go around it. Do you like to believe things that are true?
Yeah.
Okay, that are backed up with evidence and that are based on science and shit like that. Do you like to believe in things that are true? You don't like to hold an opinion that's false.
Yeah.
Okay, so do a quick Google search for me and swipe out of the app and find me where sexual orientation is a choice.
Well, I did earlier, but I guess the only stuff that I figured out was
Thank you, Glo.
The definition, it said something about heterosexual.
No. I want you to find me a source that says sexual orientation is a choice.
A source being of what?
A study. Just find me a study that doesn't end in .com.
Oh, okay. Well,
just find me a study where it says sexual orientation is a choice.
Would I get kicked out if I did that?
No, brother. If you swipe out, you'll still be here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll be waiting. Don't rush. Take your time. How's everybody doing in the chat today? Thank you, Tyler, and thank you, Faith, for the roses.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did you find something?
I mean, I saw something that said PlannedParenthood.org. I don't know if I don't know if that's a good source.
That's fine. What did you look up?
I just looked up sexual orientation is a choice.
Okay.
And then it brought,
can you read me from your screen what exactly you clicked on?
What do you mean like
the title of the study?
Just the website's just PlannedParenthood.org.
By the way, I can't hear you if you leave, but when you come back, just read me the name, the top words from it, at the very top, the title words.
Orientation, straight meaning. So that's what
say that one more time. I couldn't hear you because you were gone. What did it say?
Sexual orientation, straight meaning, and then below it just had Planned PlannedParenthood.org and stuff. So it brought up Reddit and a whole bunch of stuff. But
did you click on any of them that say that it's a choice?
I just looked up sexual orientation, straight meaning. That's
what it means.
Yeah, yeah.
Brother, I'm asking you to show me. I'm asking you to show me a source that says sexual orientation is a choice, that you chose to be heterosexual.
I mean, I guess I want to be able to. I guess my whole argument.
No. I want you to find me a source that says sexual orientation is a choice.
Okay.
It's okay. Take your time. I'm not going to kick you.
Okay, but I thought that you were. I didn't want to.
No.
Waste your time.
No, it's okay. I promise. I want you to find a source.
All right.
You've been up here several times, so we're good. Thank you, Eden, for the roses. This SpongeBob music goes hard, y'all. Just saying. Thank you, DC, and thank you, Galaxy, for the roses.
Okay.
I do have Venmo. It's in my bio.
Okay, so I went back and I just typed in sexual orientation as a
Thank you to
choice.
Faith for the
And then I scrolled down and it said those thing of digital commons at PCOM or something.
Okay. So this is sexuality a choice?
I don't know if that I didn't even like go into the website. I just like I just brought up the first thing that isn't like .com or something.
All right, so let's just read from what you gave me. So, moreover, the review will analyze the results of some of the research methods and strategies used in these papers, such as twin studies, animal studies, longitudinal, I can't ever say that word, longitudinal, where I lost my place where I was reading, sorry, studies and surveys. By the end of this review, the facts and analysis should support the hypothesis that sexual orientation is a result of a complex combination of one's genes, environment, and hormones. Also, the facts and analysis should create a clear picture that one's sexual orientation is not a choice, nor is living a non-heterosexual lifestyle. So that just goes against what you just said.
Okay. Now, all right. Now, getting off that. Which
so do you concede that sexual orientation is a choice?
I mean, sure. I guess I don't do much information about that stuff. I just go off.
Yeah, but I want you to like if you're gonna say you think it's a choice, and that's why I asked you, do you want to believe as many true things as possible?
Right.
Do you want to believe the facts in something, or do you just want to hold a view and look silly?
I mean, I guess I appreciate you bringing that stuff up to me, but I do want to pin. Okay, so going off for me, I guess now a lot of times when I be in this live and stuff, you do. I guess like every time somebody says that they believe in God and stuff, you go off the point of okay, prove to me that the Bible exists and stuff. And it's so
the Bible is true, yeah.
You believe that the Bible is true?
No, I want you to prove to me the Bible is true. Okay. If you're going to go off the Bible. Okay. Because the Bible just makes claims. You have to go outside of the Bible and prove that the Bible is true. Like, for example, if I wrote a book with 50 people 2,000 years ago about fairies, that doesn't make fairies real. We have to fact check the book, right? Just because a book exists doesn't mean the claims inside of the book are true. You have to prove that they're true.
Okay, so then going off what you're saying, why is it that every time when they do that, you try to bring verses up from the Bible, but you're saying that
it's called an internal critique.
But you don't believe in the Bible, so why would you say
exactly? It's called an internal critique. I'm going inside of your listen. I'm going inside of your worldview and attacking your argument using your worldview.
But you don't.
It's an internal critique. Lesbian is wrong and immoral because of the Bible. I'm going to use another scripture and watch you fucking scour because you can't say like in the same book that it condones slavery, it condemns homosexuality.
Okay,
so like
right, but you bring up the same verses. You don't bring up
not all the time. I have a shit ton.
I have watched your respectfully too. You're cool. I like listening to you, but respectfully, you bring up the same exact.
You know why? You know why?
Listen. Without reading before the verse.
I know the context.
No, you don't, because you just
Timothy. Hold on. And what context is slavery okay?
Okay, back then. Okay, listen, back then.
No. I don't give a fuck about back then.
Well, you should.
In what context is slavery okay? No, because it wasn't okay back then when we did it to black people, right?
Okay,
it wasn't okay when we did it to black people.
obviously
right?
it's not okay, but also
Okay, so why does time matter? Why does time matter? It doesn't matter if it happened back then. It's still immoral. And you're talking about an all good and all just God.
What's your argument? What is your
my argument is
if you're
going to say that being lesbian is immoral, and in the same fucking book that it condemns homosexuality, it condones slavery, I don't care for your morals.
It doesn't condone slavery.
Yes,
Just
it does.
That verse that's saying
holy shit. You want me to read you all of the verses? Because there's New Testament and Old Testament. It tells you how to own slaves, when to own slaves.
Bring up in the New Testament. Bring up in the New Testament where God condones slavery.
All right. This is Ephesians 6, 5 through 9. This slaves and masters. Give a specific, actually I'm just going to read from the NRSV. Slaves, obey your earthly masters with respect and trembling, in singleness of heart as you obey Christ.
Where are you reading from?
Ephesians 6, 5 through 9. This is the New Testament. I just told you, NRSV.
NRSV, what is that?
New Revised Standard Version.
NRSV. So can you read from King James?
No, because that's a fucking terrible Bible.
That's
the most standard. It's the most. Yeah, I mean, I'll read it for you, but this is like the most. Yeah. This is the most recommended Bible as the NRSV. The NRSV is the most accurate Bible. Sorry.
Why is it the most accurate?
That's just what all theists agree on. Thank you so much for the roses.
So you're saying that King James is not accurate?
I don't really like the King James version. I don't like reading in like fucking like this is like
because it says thou and stuff, so you don't really like reading from it?
Yeah, personally, I don't really care for it, but I'll read it to you anyways. Okay. Ephesians 6, 5 through 9.
Okay, but but just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's not accurate.
I did. Okay.
You said earlier
I don't care. I'm going to read you from the King James Version.
Okay, then do it.
Okay, servants, be obedient to them that are your masters, according to the flesh, with fear and trembling, in singleness of your heart, as unto Christ.
Okay, so how does any of that talk about slavery?
What are servants? Slavery. They're talking about slavery.
I think any, genuine, true Christian is a servant. You're going to be a servant.
Brother, the context of this, you're wrong. You have no idea what you're talking about. The context of this.
I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because you didn't know what Ephesians 6, 5 through 9 was. If you knew what Ephesians 6, 5 through 9 was, then you would have stopped me. How do I know what the Bible verse is, but you don't?
You looked up the verses.
I didn't.
Of one verse.
Homie, I have this verse up. I have all of these verses up. I have every single verse.
It's the same verses.
Hang on, wait. I just want to know I've never read this. You asked me for a New Testament. I read from the Old Testament.
Say something.
Go for it.
I just want to clarify something. So AG grew up Christian, practiced Christianity for 20 years. So when she's pulling up specific verses, she's not just Googling something to support her argument. These are things that she's actually read.
Okay, but she doesn't believe that the Bible exists. So why would you bring that? Why would you bring
I've already explained it to you, and if you don't fucking understand it, I'm going to move on. When we talk about a debate, I'm working under your worldview, so I'm using your it's called an internal critique, brother. Look it up. Under your worldview, I'm working under your worldview. You believe in this Bible, so I'm going to explain to you why the Bible is immoral. If you're going to say that being lesbian is immoral, I'm going to say, well, guess what? Your Bible condones slavery. So why the fuck should I believe that your Bible is moral, working under your worldview? Okay,
but that is like me saying, so I believe I'm a Christian and stuff, but that is like me saying, I believe in this, but I don't believe that. You obviously don't. You obviously do not know. You don't know how debates work. I don't believe in the Quran, but I'm going to bring up the Quran in my argument. That makes no sense. Why would I bring up the Quran if I don't believe in it?
Wait a second.
That's so funny. You know what's so funny, Timothy? Timothy, no, protest, stop. Protest, stop. Everybody shut up. You know what's so funny is theists argue the Quran all the fucking time. They argue they argue the Quran all the time. You have no idea what you're talking about. When we talk about an atheist, stop talking for a fucking second. When we talk about an atheist and a theist debating, guess who brings in the fucking Quran? the theists. They talk about all of the different Bibles to prove the biblical God that is true over the Quran.
Okay, first of all,
because it's you don't know how debates work.
Worship a whole
You don't know.
other God.
You don't know how
Worship
debates
a whole
work.
Other God. They don't worship
exactly.
the God
What's the
that
fucking
we serve.
distinction? Yeah, and what's the fucking difference? You can't demonstrate that your God exists over theirs. You guys both believe your God exists. Who's to determine which one's real?
I mean, there is only one true God, but that's like
That's your opinion, but demonstrate the difference. Demonstrate how your God is true and their God isn't.
okay. Our God. It goes off based on relationship with Him.
Oh,
in the Quran, it talks a lot about how if our God is a forgiving God, their God isn't a forgiving God. Allah,
your God
isn't.
Your God is not forgiving. He does mash G-sides. Your God is horrendous.
How?
If you've been in here, let's go to fucking Genesis, brother. Let's start from the very first fucking book.
Right.
Abraham and Isaac.
Okay.
You know the story of Abraham and Isaac?
Yes.
Okay. You think that's moral?
I think that's moral.
You think what an all-knowing God did to Abraham is moral?
Well, if you read it, you would.
I did fucking read it, and I know the entire context of the entire story of Abraham and Isaac. Otherwise, I wouldn't bring it up.
You tell me the context that you think I would tell you. Tell me the context.
That I think you would tell me?
Yes, because you're telling me, okay, explain how that's moral or whatever, and you said you read in the context, but I'm telling you, you're not reading in the context.
Okay, so how am I not reading the context? What context am I not reading?
That's like okay, so I'm gonna bring up something. That's like bringing up Job. That's like saying God. Yeah,
and what God allowed Job to go through is fucking horrendous, being that God is all-knowing and God knows that Job would stay there the entire time. And he knows in your worldview, Timothy, in your worldview, I know what you're going to say. Stop. In your worldview,
I wasn't done bringing up my topic.
Holy shit. In your worldview, you believe God is all-knowing and all good, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then applying that same logic to Job, it's fucked because he knew that Job would be he allowed Satan to torture Job to the point of Job's wife said, "Turn your back against God." God knows all this time that Job,
what was the reason for that? What was the reason for that?
It was testing his faith.
Okay. So
and that's not justified in any sense of the word. That's not justified. You're talking about an all-good God that knows that he knows. If you would let me fucking
God
finish.
Testing us in faith. What is
because he already knows. He already knows your heart, right? He already knows your heart.
Off for a relationship
by fucking torturing you. By torturing you.
It's not.
It is torturing.
It's not.
It is torturing you. Are you joking?
It's your opinion. You think it's
no. When we talk about fucking Abraham being tested, he said, take your only son whom you love and take him as a burnt offering. You want to talk about that's not fucking torture? Abraham went all the way to fucking Moriah to sacrifice his own fucking son just for God. Even though in your worldview, God is all knowing and all loving, it's fucking absurd. God went all the way, or Abraham went all the way going through the sacrifice to sacrifice his only son that he loves, even though God knows his heart, right? Because in your Bible, you know that God says he knows your heart. He knows you. But you're saying that he's going to test you even though he's all knowing? That's a contradiction. He's just torturing you. And that is torturous to put somebody all through that knowing what he's going to do. He knows that Abraham was going to go and sacrifice his only son. But God made him go all the way to the point of putting his son on the fucking altar and then stopped him and said, now I know your heart. But that contradicts God, right? Because God already knows that he was going to do that.
Again,
God already knows.
He wants a relationship.
Why do you need to torture somebody? Why do you need to torture somebody in order to have a relationship?
That's not torturing. That's what you think it is torturing.
Are you joking? Is it not torturing for me to hold a gun, a pew to your head? Okay, is it not torture to hold a pew to your head and say if you don't say you love me right now, then I'm going to shoot you?
Look up on Google the message of Job, what it actually means. What is
Brother, I've read it. I know what it is. I'm looking at it.
Obviously, you don't understand it.
Obviously
you don't.
You don't. Because
How do I not
you're
understand
looking at it because you're looking at it from a biblical perspective. I'm looking at it from an outside
literal.
perspective.
Oh, why would God put me through all this stuff? Oh,
this is in your book.
Family. Oh, this and that, the third. You're looking at it literal as your own understanding. You're not looking at it as God's understanding. Well, okay, what was the reason? What was the reason why God allowed that stuff to happen to Job? What was the reason why God allowed Satan to do that stuff to Job? You got to look at it not your own understanding, but God's understanding. When you look
and
at
God,
God
claims to be an all good God. God claims to be an all good God and will punish his beings just to be worshipped.
What do you mean? It's not. You think okay?
And what relationship do you need to torture them?
Are you talking about if we don't worship him, we're going to go to hell? Is that what you're trying to get?
No, I'm talking about Job. Satan torturing him, allowing Satan to torture him, just so that he believes in God more. And what relationship is that okay? If I fucking choke my girlfriend, is that okay? And tell her that and by choking her that if she doesn't fucking love me and tell me she loves me right now, I'm gonna choke you. Is that okay?
Okay. First of all, that makes no sense. Second of all,
how does that not make sense? Your God is doing.
Can you let me answer it?
No, because let me finish my sentence. Your God is doing worse than that. Your God does worse than that. He literally told Abraham to take his only son whom he loves, or Job, to be tortured by Satan. Whereas even his wife said, curse God. For what? To prove that he's faithful to God when God's all-knowing and already knows that? It's fucking insanity. It's psychotic. It's psychological torture. It's damaging. But you don't understand that. And that's absurd to me. There's no conversation with you. Your last words, and go ahead, because you're just a Christian apologist. But go ahead. If you're not going to unmute yourself, I'm removing you.
I did. I don't know why I keep getting muted.
Because I was finishing my sentence.
Okay. Now can I speak?
I told you to.
Okay. One, it makes your argument, what you said earlier, makes no sense. Two,
how?
Okay. Can I just speak?
Well, if you're going to make a point, hold on. Because you're...
I will get to the point.
If you make a point, then make the fucking... Okay, go ahead.
I will get to the point. I'm just explaining. Okay,
all right, go ahead.
Thank you. Two, what ended up happening to Job? He got 10 times more than what he had. God will test you through things for you to trust in him. You have to trust in him.
By torturing you. By torturing you.
Can I explain, please? Please.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Tell me what I already don't fucking know, because I already know.
No, you don't know. Just because you get
I do.
Tatted on your neck, you're Hebrew and stuff, doesn't make you a Christian.
You can't even say Hebrew.
You're not even a Christian.
You can't even say Hebrew. I'm not. I'm an atheist. I'm an atheist.
Okay.
I don't believe in it for these very reasons. I don't believe in it for these very reasons.
Doesn't make you believe in God. You didn't believe in him at all. So that tat was meant for nothing.
Really? Because I would just get Hebrew tatted on my neck.
You got tatted Hebrew, but yet you don't believe in it. So that tatted was meant for nothing.
Brother, I was a Christian. I was a devout Christian. That's why I got Hebrew tatted on my neck. Thank you very much.
Just that doesn't make you a Christian. You're basically
okay. That's why I had ministry groups. Okay, you can keep spewing your opinion. Make a fucking point.
That's what it is. You're not Christian.
I'm not a Christian anymore. I'm not a Christian anymore. Yeah. Cry about it. I'm not a Christian anymore because of this shit. Cry about it. The shit I'm reading to you that you're a Christian apologist over.
You don't understand it.
I do understand it.
Understanding rather than God's understanding.
Okay, and what's God's understanding of torturing somebody for his benefit?
I just explained it to you.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And what fucking
torturing?
In what fucking relationship?
Torturing.
Okay, so how is it not torture? Okay, he allowed it to happen.
God allows that. God allows that to happen.
Exactly.
He allows that to happen.
And that's why I brought up. And that's what I brought up Abraham and Isaac.
10 times more than what he
had. What's the word? you need to prove by being tortured to God, by going through tests in order to prove your faith, even though he already knows that you're faithful to him.
But it wasn't by God.
Abraham was by God.
Abraham
was by God. It was in Genesis. God commanded Abraham to take his only son. I don't know why you keep saying that.
What?
Abraham.
I'm talking about
God
Job.
tested.
You're talking
God
about
tested Abraham. Yeah, and Job also. God allowed Satan to torture Job.
Okay, but you're saying he got tortured by Job. You kept saying that.
No, I didn't.
Get tortured.
I know I didn't
get tortured by God. He didn't get tortured by God.
I was talking about Abraham, and I kept saying Abraham, bro. I kept saying Abraham.
You're going off topic. We're on topic with Job. Why do you keep bringing up? Why you go?
I'm bringing
Abraham and
brother.
Isaac?
I brought up both. I have brought up Abraham and fucking Job in both scenarios.
What was the reason for that? What was the reason for? Look at it through God's context.
I have, and I was.
What is it? What is it? So if you have, what is it?
So in your worldview, you believe God is doing it for the good, for the better good of the person.
No, what's the context of Abraham and Isaac? Since you said, "Oh, you have,"
they're testing their faith, and then they get rewarded for going through the torturous acts that God puts them through, and then God provides them with things.
Of Abraham and Isaac, what's the context?
What do you mean context of Abraham and Isaac?
What's the context? What is the context? You said that you have
context of what? Context of what?
Of this story, Abraham and Isaac. What is the context of it?
That God commanded Abraham to take his only son, whom he loves, to sacrifice him, and then after that, once God says, "Hey, hold on, now that you've proved yourself to me," then God rewards him for being faithful.
Okay. Okay, so why would that be wrong?
In what relationship? Again, I'll ask you again. In what relationship would you do that to somebody and that be okay?
Again.
And to prove your love to somebody, you have to abuse them.
Okay, again, you're looking at it at your own context.
Holy fuck, you're a Christian apologist so bad. It's
just
horrible.
Explaining it.
It's psychological abuse. It is psychological abuse. How do you not see that?
That's what you
You don't think it is?
Your own understanding. It is not.
Okay, and what's God's understanding? What's God's understanding of making Abraham take his only son whom he loves and to put him on an altar and sacrifice him for the better goods of just having more money?
But look at the whole story of Abraham.
I just gave you it.
Able to do. Look what's able he.
Only because he needed to prove by sacrificing his only son. That's what he needed to prove in order to get rewards from God.
You're not God. You're not God. So what?
Exactly.
You're not exactly at the whole reasoning. You're not God, so you wouldn't know. Okay, why?
And so then why are you assuming? You're not God either. So why are you assuming?
Obviously, God.
So how do you know that God isn't evil? So then how do you know God isn't evil? So then how do you know God isn't evil? Since you also don't know God.
He isn't.
How do you know that? So I can make a claim that God is evil, but you can't? You can say that God is good?
At the context. He is not evil.
I just gave you the context and you said okay.
Evil through that. How is he being
evil
through that?
In what fucking world is that okay?
That's what you think. Obviously,
no. Tell me.
So you want to know the reason why he did that?
Timothy, holy fucking shit! I'm gonna give you 5 fucking seconds to answer this question. In what fucking world is it okay to fucking tell somebody to sacrifice their son for you? In what world is that okay? In what relationship dynamic is that okay? That I tell my girlfriend, you have to sacrifice your son for me to prove that you love me and that you have faith in me and that you trust me. In what fucking? Okay. Prove it to me. In what relationship is that okay?
I'm just going to answer this. Seems like you believe that the Bible exists because you're...
Moving on. What's up?
Dude, that guy was annoying, man. My days.
I need a break.
But he's
Christian
right.
apologist.
He is completely right. It is okay. It is okay.
What's okay?
It is okay. All right. God is good. Right. I don't know how he's bad. Explain to me how he's bad.
No thanks.
Hello?
Hey, how old are you?
21.
Alright, you think being lesbian is wrong?
No, I just have one request.
Okay.
Do you wish me luck on my parlays?
What?
Do you wish me luck on my parlays?
Yeah, bro. What is that? What is that?
Is when you combine multiple bets together into one big bet.
Okay. Yeah. Take care, bro. Holy shit. My fucking head hurts. Yeah, debates are arguments. But I don't want to fucking argue with people who are so fucking dead set and not being able to see what psychological fucking abuse is. It's so fucking obnoxious. I'm not here because of God. Prove God exists. I'm here because of my parents had smecks, and before that, evolution. Thank you very much. Hello, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Alright, you think being lesbian is wrong?
Yep.
How come?
Because it's a mental illness.
Alright, so where in the DSM-5 does it say it's a mental illness?
There's many sources that tell us that.
Alright, give me one.
There's a ton, wait.
Give me one.
I'm gonna do it now, Wait.
Sweet.
Yeah, BBC, CNN, Mind, University of Utah Health, American Psychological Association, Psychology Today, yet another BBC, New York Times.
Hold on. Give me the exact source that you're referencing. Thank you so much for the hand hearts and thank you for the finger hearts.
I just gave you the sources. I just told you.
Brother, give me the fucking title. Don't be fucking dense. Give me the title of the source.
You the titles.
You gave me fucking you're just naming sources. Give me an actual study.
You asked me for the sources and I named them.
Give me a literal study and the name of the study. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Those are institutions that you're naming. Give me the study. Those were organizations, brother. What the fuck are you on about? Thank you for the...
You asked for the...
Actually, thank you for the roses for him.
You asked for the sources and the organization. I told you that, and now you're just getting angry.
Give me the name. Give me the name of the source that says it's a mental illness. Thank you very much.
In a second. National Alliance on Mental Illness. And
give me the study. Holy shit, it's not difficult. Give me the literal study.
No, it isn't. It's really
give me the name. Give me the name of the study, and give me the name of the study. Give me the name of the study. Give me the name of the study.
Dead facts. Mentally ill. You need help.
Give me the study. Give me the study.
Wait. First of all, are you a man or a woman? I can't make it out. You sure?
I'm pretty fucking sure. My tits say it all. Doesn't have a study. Really testing my patience today. It's first day back, everybody. Fantastic shit. I need help. What's up? How old are you? Hello?
Hello?
Hi. How old are you?
Hi. 47.
All right. You think being lesbian is wrong?
No. Absolutely fucking not.
Period. Thank you for giving me a breather.
Fucking not. Sorry for the F-bombs. I know that's not TikTok correct. I only got like the last 5 seconds of this other person that was on your live and I got so angry. I heard that person say about apparently there's something wrong with your mental health.
Yeah, he couldn't give me a source. Don't worry about it. They can never give me a source because it's not backed up by shit.
Yeah, I'm just so pissed off. I am just so pissed off. Let me, excuse me, preface by saying this. I'm 47 and I do not always understand where LGBTQ is coming from, especially when it comes to trans communities. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it because I did not grow up with it. So I'm like, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. Look.
I appreciate you so much, Jess, but I am just looking for people to debate. But I love you and I hope you stay in the comments, okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right, take it easy, okay?
Bye.
All right. All right, here's... This dude's been asking for a minute. 1 second. Keeps moving. Here we go. Hello, how old are you?
Hello. Oh my goodness, I have been spamming comments for so long.
I got you, bro.
I'm
How old are
19.
you? All right, you
I'm
think being
19.
lesbian is wrong?
Okay, acting upon it is wrong. Not the just feelings. No, not necessarily.
Okay, why is acting upon it wrong?
Simply is because God says it's wrong. Now you probably want me to prove God is true. That would take too long, right?
I can go another route if you don't want to go that route. I can just say that why is it immoral to act upon a relationship? A homosexual relationship. Why is it immoral?
The source of good and evil comes from God. God decides what is good and what's wrong. If God says something is wrong, then it's immoral.
All right. So do you believe that do you believe PDFs are wrong?
Yeah.
Well, the Bible doesn't talk about that, so then obviously you don't get all of your morality from the Bible. Okay.
I'm not Christian.
You're a Muslim?
Yeah.
Oh, even worse. Okay. Well, so
I have a question. Actually, I have a question. You're an atheist, right?
Yep.
What reason? Okay, let's say there's a pedophile. What can you say against him?
You can't say that.
Can you say what?
You have to say PDFs. You cannot say that. Yeah, it's not racist to say Muslims. The Muslim religion is worse.
Wait, what do you mean I can't?
It would be racist for me to say Islam is worse. How is that racist? To say that the Muslim religion. Muslim is not a race, y'all.
You talking to me?
The comments. I'm talking to the comments.
Okay. Yeah. Back to my point. I have a question. What reason or what arguments do you have against a PDF?
What arguments do I have against a PDF?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can, in my own innate morality, I know that PDFs are wrong just from the psychological damage that it does to the child.
No, just
psychological damage and suffering. What?
Just the feelings. Just the feelings. Just the feelings. Not acting upon it. Just the feelings.
What?
The feelings, if a man has sexual attraction for a 3-year-old girl, 4-year-old boy, do you have any arguments against him? Can you put him down for his feelings?
I would say typically when we talk about things, it's kind of the same as schmurder, right? Like if you have these feelings of schmurdering somebody or have these feelings of a non-consensual relationship with a child, and you're not acting upon those, but let's say I wouldn't know then.
It's okay. So I'm not going to put words into your mouth. But you're saying it's okay for a man to have these feelings. It's not wrong.
No, it's not okay for them to have those feelings. The same way it's not okay for a schmurder to have those feelings. I would say that they need to be they need to be with somewhere else. They need psychological. They need immense psychological help.
But do you not argue that sexual orientation is not a choice? I agree with that. It's not really a choice. But
yeah, it's not a choice, and it also doesn't harm anybody. That's where my morality comes from. It's amoral. Whereas I can tell you that being a PDF is immoral. So,
well, why is the feeling wrong? Yeah, I still haven't got an answer for that.
Yeah, because having the feeling towards a child who can't consent to you, that knowing all of those things, knowing the psychological damage and suffering it causes to a child. Also, PDF is not a sexual orientation.
What is it?
It's not a sexual orientation.
What is it?
In my worldview, they just need psychological help. It's like a schmurder.
Sexual orientation is anything that you.
Do you know how many people are married that? Do you know how many people that are married that that are PDFs? It's not a sexual orientation. It's a fetish.
Well, fetish is something else. Fetish comes within a sexual orientation.
No, it doesn't.
It's not.
Nope. Wrong. They're separate things. Sexual orientation is who you're attracted to.
Yeah, if a PDF is attracted to young girls, very young girls, how
yes,
is that not
but
a sexual
tell me where in the sexual orientation in science do we classify PDFs as sexual orientation? Tell me where.
You don't, because you put them down. That's what I'm saying.
rightfully so, it's immoral. But no, it's because it's not a sexual orientation.
That's my point.
It's not a sexual orientation. They are psychologically damaged and they need help.
Okay, but that's not really my point. I'm not. You can call it not a sexual orientation or blah blah. That's not. I don't
Because
care
it's
about what
not.
it's called.
It's not classified as a sexual orientation.
Okay.
Also, being lesbian is put down upon. Why do we have that as a sexual orientation? You're up here.
No. Okay. I'm not.
It's illegal in 68 fucking countries. Come on now.
Okay. Just hear me out. Call it whatever you want. I'm not gonna call it sexual orientation. I'm not gonna call it anything. I'm just asking you. Do you have any reasons against someone who likes very, very, very young people? He does not act upon it. He's not talking to them. He's not doing anything. He just has the attraction. He's never talked to them. He's never done anything to them. He has never done anything against them without them not even knowing. He just has an attraction for them. Can you have a reason against? Can you put him down for his feelings? Since you said the feelings.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know the same way I wouldn't know. The same way that I wouldn't know that a schmurder. Protest, you can come up if you want.
Calissa, I would. Well, what reason to have against me to put me down? Let's say I would.
What? I have a study.
Let's say I do have this feeling. You said you wouldn't know.
Scarface, hold on. Let
I want
Protest
to back up because I think it's absolutely horrific that you are comparing PDFs with inherent orientation. So I have a study for you right in front of me that's going to lay out exactly why it's wrong.
Okay.
All right. I want you to look up the neurobiology.
Steven, thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo. I appreciate you so much, Steven. Or Stefan. Take care, brother. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
I want you to look up the neurobiology and psychology of PDF. I'm censoring my language, so you're going to write out the actual word. Recent advances and challenges.
Can you give me 20 seconds? Can you give me 10 seconds? Just 10 seconds.
Sure thing. 1, 2, 3. Just kidding.
All right, I'm back. What did you say? Can you say that again?
Yep. Okay, you're going to plug this into your browser. It's called the Neurobiology and Psychology of PDF, but actually spell out the word.
The thing is, if I
it's from the NIH.
Recent advance. What?
If I go out, then I cannot talk. Sometimes
no, that's fine. You can
that's
go
fine.
out.
I want you to
you'll
read it
still
since
be able to hear me. So go ahead and plug this in, and then
I don't have PC.
come back.
I don't have PC right here.
Use your phone. You have a fucking computer in your hand.
Swipe out. Listen to my voice.
You're still going to be here.
Listen to my angelic voice tell you the study.
Period.
And then I'm going to have you pull it up.
Wait.
Or I could just read it to you if
my
you don't.
My voice is lagging out. Can you kick me and invite me in?
What? Thank you so much, DC, for the roses.
Hello? My voice is lagging out. Can you kick me and invite me?
Like an elk? What?
Alright, we're just moving on. We're moving on because I'm not. You can. You can set up your
okay. One, this study does not show how to be PDF. This explains why it's wrong. And it also, the reason I pulled this one up specifically is because this study shows the damage between those who act on these feelings and those who experience the feelings. The psychological damage that it causes the individual experiencing these feelings and these thoughts, and other parties involved. That's the whole reason I brought that up. So y'all are weird for saying that. Anyway.
What's up, dude? How old are you?
Okay. Good. I mean, I'm good.
How old are you?
18.
What year were you born?
2006.
Okay. You think being lesbian is wrong?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to drink some water soon. Yes.
Why?
Okay.
Thank you for the W.
I'm gonna make a presupposition, okay? I don't know, because I'm not English. I'm Italian. I just taught English. So,
Thank you for the tiny.
Can we agree that having relationships, having sexual relationships, has two purposes: to unite two people and to give birth to new human beings, right?
No.
Why?
I think it's subjective to each person what a relationship means to them. So for me personally, a relationship is companionship and love, but not everybody should be a parent. So I would wholeheartedly disagree with that there are two parts of a relationship. One is having a child. That is completely subjective. And also, we can't have children. Lesbians can't have children the same way a straight and fertile couple can have children. But regardless of that, it doesn't matter. It's subjective.
So every attraction is subjective.
No, attraction's not subjective. I'm saying that the purpose of somebody's relationship is subjective.
I will disagree from you. No, wait. I gotta drink some water.
Okay. Take care, brother. Moving on. Hey, how old are you?
18.
What year were you born?
2006.
Alright, can you stop shoving your phone into the bed? Do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
Shut your lesbian ass up, man.
Oh, okay, nice.
Your ugly ass looking.
Alright, moving on. Hello, how old are you? Hello? Bro's playing with toys back there. You's on the phone, brother. You forgot to pick up the phone. Alright, moving on. What's up, bro? How old are you?
I'm 19.
Alright, you think being lesbian is wrong?
No, I don't. But I do have a question.
Cool. What's your question?
How do you feel about, I don't know if it's disrespectful or not, but gay people encouraging their younger age.
I said G-A-Y.
Oh, G-A-Y, okay. G-A-Y. To encourage the younger age to be, G-A-Y.
So nobody's encouraging. So where are you seeing
Not you, not like.
No.
But I've seen.
I'm asking you. I know, but I'm asking you. So when you say that we're encouraging, where is the encouragement and what are they encouraging?
No, I'm not like. There's just I've seen multiple people
say that
there's been rallies.
Let kids be LGBTQ because they are.
No, I mean not like.
So what we're shooting for. I know your question because I've been asked this before. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but
yeah, I got
the point is that we promote acceptance. And I was a lesbian child the same way that you were a straight child. If you're straight, I'm not going to assume, but
yeah.
I am gonna assume that you're straight. But the same way that you were a straight child, we promote acceptance, and we want children to stop being shoved the heteronormative society down their throat, and that it's okay that if you like women at a young age and you have time to figure that out without being told that it's wrong.
Okay, all right. See, I have nothing wrong with people. I have GAY family members. We'll say about God. God says nothing about that in the Bible. So whoever brings that
the original Bible, no, you're right. But in the new Bibles, yes.
The new Bible, it's yeah. But
well, I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, you have a great day.
You too, man. Take care. Thank you so much. Thank you for the heart me. All right, we're gonna do like one more, and then I'm gonna get off. Everybody, we'll do Tyler because he's been in the comments. I may go live later since I have my account back. Woo! What's up, Tyler? How old are you?
I am 28.
All right. You think being lesbian is wrong?
Well, no, I don't. But I have one question.
Okay. Are you driving by chance?
I'm sorry.
Are you driving?
No, I'm not. I am outside where there's a loud vehicle.
Okay, I got you. Okay, just want to make sure.
Oh, that's cool. Well, no, I do have one question.
Okay.
Does it stink from the back or the front? Or both?
Bro, neither.
Oh, well, see, some people it stinks from the back, some from the front. So, some people go both ways.
Take it easy, Tyler.
All right.
What in the world? Okay. We'll do one more. Okay. The brain rot is for real. What's up? How old are you?
Hi, I'm 18.
What year were you born?
I'm from 2006. Sorry.
Okay. You're from 2006? Period.
Yes.
Okay.
But my English is a bit bad since I'm Dutch.
Oh, I got you. Cool. I love the Netherlands. Do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
No, because I am a lesbian.
Period, queen. Okay, love you. Take care. I bet you love Amsterdam. Well, you're young. I know whenever you go to Amsterdam, I'm sure you have fun. All right. Moving along. We'll do literally one more just because. No debate. No debate yet. Alright, this person's not loading. Only join if you do think being lesbian is wrong. If you are in the guest request and you don't think being lesbian is wrong, please drop, but I love you. Okay. Moving along. Alright, we'll go with Trump Girl. Yikers. Hey, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Alright, you think being lesbian is wrong?
Yes, I do.
Alright, how come?
Okay, I think being lesbian is wrong because it, basically it isn't what God intended for us. I am Christian. I don't have anything personally against being lesbian. I wouldn't ridicule someone for being lesbian, but I just personally, I don't think it's right because you can't reproduce naturally. I know you can with IVF and stuff like that, but you can't reproduce naturally with the same sex.
So are straight and fertile couples wrong for using IVF?
No, because it's a woman.
So what's the relevant distinction?
What do you mean?
What's the relevant distinction between a straight and fertile couple using IVF and a lesbian couple using IVF?
Personally,
you said naturally.
Yes, because it's two women, not a man and a woman. I'd also like to touch what you were talking about with that guy earlier. I'd like to touch on that.
Guy?
You said
what
he was
other
making
guy?
The one that was talking about PDF.
Oh God.
You were making an argument saying that, you're an atheist, so you go by your own morality, and by saying that, you're basically saying everyone is allowed to go by their own morality. Therefore,
yes, morality is subjective. Morality is subjective. Do you know what subjective means?
Yes, I do.
Even your interpretation of the Bible is subjective, which means your morality is subjective.
Okay, and by saying that, you're saying, so therefore someone could say PDFs are okay because that's their own morality.
No. So PDF isn't a morality, first of all. Second of all, it doesn't matter because we use science and psychology to prove why things are immoral. Like PDFs, for example, we do studies on these things and prove why things are immoral. And so I don't need a God to tell me that something is wrong. I know innately why grape is wrong. I know innately why offing an innocent person is wrong. I know innately why stealing in some cases is wrong. I know innately why lying in some cases is wrong. But I don't need a fucking God to tell me that.
So if someone else didn't agree with you and they said being a PDF is okay because of their own morality, what's your argument against that?
They would just probably be a PDF themselves.
Accept that. Would you agree that we shouldn't accept that? That's something that we should challenge and try and change their mind about?
Of being
because
a PDF? Yes.
Yeah. Because we know that that's very harmful. That doesn't follow any form of altruism that morality tries to follow. So for somebody telling someone who claims that they don't believe that, or for somebody who says that being lesbian is immoral, we would challenge that, right? Because two consenting adults, wanting to have partnership and love and the same things as straight people, and it's been proven that it's an innate sexual orientation. We've proven that it's natural and that it's normal. So wouldn't you say that we challenge people's morality or beliefs when they are harmful?
Yes.
Right.
Is being lesbian
Case
not
closed.
harmful?
Case closed. No, it's not.
No. Can you tell me how
Not
it's
at
harmful?
all.
How is it harmful?
It's not right.
No, tell me how
it's not right.
it's harmful. Thank you so much. Tell me how it's harmful.
You can't naturally reproduce.
And that's harmful? Because is it harmful for a straight and fertile couple to not reproduce?
Decreases population.
Okay, and is
And
overpopulation
that is a
just as
bad
bad?
thing.
Is overpopulation just as bad as underpopulation?
Yes, I would agree with that. Yes.
Okay. So, also, that doesn't cause suffering. Like, we can have children. Is it wrong for a straight couple to not have children?
If they can't, no. No, it's not.
No,
But
if
that
they
is
can.
kind of-
If they can and they choose not to not have children, is that wrong?
I believe that because God intended for us to reproduce, I do think depending on the reasons and the context, sometimes it is wrong. Sometimes it is a selfish decision to not have children.
Selfish? I would say it's not selfish. I would say it's really good that we have people that say, "Hey, I wouldn't be a good fit to be a parent, so I'm not going to have children."
Yes, and that's why I said in certain context.
No, you didn't.
I did
just
say that.
ran. Well, you didn't say what context. You should have said that.
Okay, and when you said that promoting,
It's responsible. It's responsible for an adult to say that if they don't want kids, they're not going to have kids.
Hanzir, listen to me, okay? You said earlier when you were talking with that same guy who was bringing up the PDF argument when he said, or maybe it was a different one, I don't remember, but he was saying how like you guys are pushing it onto kids. I don't, and you said that you're not pushing it, you're just promoting acceptance. I think there's like an extent to an age where you can do that because children, they do not have the level of comprehension skills to be able to decide.
Really, Trump? So then why the fuck is there straight couples in every Disney fucking movie?
Because why would you be pushing it on kids?
Oh, is that pushing it? A straight couple in a Disney movie? Because guess what? Fucking Disney movie doesn't have a love couple in it.
That's how I'm saying. I agree with that. I agree with them showing men and women being together.
So we aren't pushing it, but you're pushing us to be straight, and we can't choose it. I didn't choose to be straight.
And generally, when
or straight lesbian. Sorry,
it's over sexualized.
No, it's not. You over sexualize us.
True.
You guys do. We don't. I don't want you. We're not. When I think of like that, that's heterosexual fucking propaganda. I do not want my sex life out in public. I'm talking about a relationship and companionship. It's me and my girlfriend the same way it's you and your boyfriend. You guys are the ones that go, well, what fucking are you guys? What do you have in your pants? Or you guys are having smex? Or you're the ones that are pushing it that it's sexual. It's not sexual when a straight couple is on the fucking screen, but it is sexual when a lesbian couple's on the screen. Why?
Because I personally do not agree with it. We're gonna have different.
How is it sexual?
What do you mean?
Let's go deeper. You can't say, well, it's wrong because it's not right. Why?
That's exactly what I'm saying, though. I mean, you're saying the same thing.
It's a circular argument.
You think it's right.
No, I don't think it's right. It's amoral. It has no moral significance, just like heterosexual does. It's not right or wrong. It doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
No, it doesn't matter. It's not right or wrong. It's amoral. It doesn't matter. The same way my eye color is amoral. It doesn't fucking matter. Or if I put on shoes today, it doesn't fucking matter.
Eye color and sexual orientation are not the same thing whatsoever.
Yeah, they are because I didn't choose it. You can't choose your. They're both. You can't choose your sexual orientation. Thank you so much, Ron.
You can. What do you mean? It's
okay. Give me a source that says sexual orientation is a choice.
What do you can? Okay. So if
go scroll out. Nope. Don't keep speaking. Scroll out and find me a source that says sexual orientation is a choice.
I don't think I can do that.
Why?
Well, I'm about to go look up what is sexual orientation a choice.
Yes, go look it up. Don't you want to believe in things that are true? You don't want to believe in look silly? Do you want to believe in things? Do you
act on it?
Do you want to believe in things that are true or not?
I believe in what I believe in.
Okay, and you don't want to believe in things that are true?
If I think it's true, then that's what it is. Just like the same way you think lesbian is being right.
My shit's backed up in science and logic. I have studies that back up my claims. I don't just believe them without backup.
Agree or believe in science either, so that's not helping your case.
Yeah, I know, because you believe in a God that's not fucking real. You believe in a fairy tale. So I know that.
Real. You don't think he's real, and you're gonna.
Yeah, shoddy, because there's no evidence of it.
Evidence?
There's no evidence of God's existence, of a supernatural being. There's nothing. And there's nothing to back up the Bible either. Come on now.
That's just what you think.
No, that's based off of literal, like, archaeological evidence. Like, this has been, like, the argument of the fucking, like, since like, for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Okay, let's say
is the Bible true? Does God exist? Atheists versus theists.
Let's say you're right. Why does the majority of the population of everyone on Earth believe that there is a God, that there is?
Because they're indoctrinated. Because y'all are coping. And also, it's not because you're indoctrinated. Do you know what the definition of indoctrination is?
But could I not say the same exact thing about you and how you?
No, because I grew up Christian. I grew up Christian. The people that don't grow up, that grow up Christian, the majority of the atheist population didn't grow up. They did grow up Christian. They grew up religious, and they came out of it because they realized how illogical it is. Sai, thank you so much for the cap.
I think that they were just subjected to the false reality that the media portrays.
Media? No, I found this on my own. I didn't find media. Media doesn't portray atheism. Are you fucking joking?
100% it does.
No, it doesn't. Where? Thank you so much for the heart me.
It is being now in our. Hold on.
Thank you, lady. Oh, and she was a fairy. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. I appreciate y'all.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
All right. That's going to be it for today, y'all. I probably will go live later, maybe with Sam, if Sam wants to go live with me. But thank you so much, lady, for the hand heart. I appreciate everybody. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. I will probably post my story if I'm going to go live. Y'all take it easy. Follow me if you don't follow me. I go live almost every day. Toodaloo.
I will never lay eyes on Shrek ever again. And you have yourself to blame. Fuck
Sorry.
you.
I'm sorry. I ruined it.
I expect a letter in the mail.
I'll write you a letter.
Thank you.
Moving on to the debates. If you are joining and you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest course to debate.
Hello.
What's up? How old are you?
22.
Okay, do you think being lesbian is wrong?
No.
Alright, take it easy. Only join if you do think being lesbian is wrong.
Hi, Carl.
What's up, Carl?
Can people not read?
No, they cannot. If you're watching and you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. What's up? How old are you?
I'm 18. I didn't realize I was joining because you thought that, or you think that lesbian is being right. All I have to say is live, laugh, love, lesbian.
Period. Take it easy. Alright, if you're joining right now and you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. What's up, Max? Again, if you're watching and you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. Run up the likes and shares. Share it with the homophobic family member so I can debate them. Why does it matter people think it's wrong? Because it affects us and our legislation, that's why.
Period.
Alright. Oh, and he was a fairy. Again, if you're watching and you think being lesbian is wrong, click the guest close to debate.
Yo.
What's up, how old are you?
18.
What year?
2006.
Okay, do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Not necessarily. I just want to come on here and say I'm glad that you guys are out doing this, and it's good to do.
Oh, period. Appreciate you. Take it easy, man.
You too.
Thank you. Alright. Moving on. This person was in the last debate. They said they wanted a respectful debate, so. Hey, what's up? How old are you?
Hello, I'm 18.
Alright, do you think being lesbian is wrong?
So I personally don't think it's wrong, but I think that it's like valid to think it's wrong. So that's kind of what I want to debate about.
Okay. You throw me your points.
So kind of to elaborate on what I said, I feel like I personally don't think it's wrong. I'm bi, I guess that's what I would classify myself. But I feel like I have friends who are homophobic, and I don't really take much like hatred from them. Now, like obviously if people are being disrespectful just because of my choices, that's different. I don't want to be around them. But I feel like there are some people who just don't agree with being part of LGBTQ, and I think that's a completely valid belief if they just think that way. I feel like that's fine.
Do you think it's valid to be a misogynist?
I do not.
Why?
Because people are just like born as a woman. I think that it's like valid to think it's wrong. So that's kind of what I want to debate about.
Okay. You throw me your points.
So, kind of to elaborate on what I said, I feel like I personally don't think it's wrong. I'm bi, I guess is what I would classify myself. But I feel like I have friends who are homophobic, and I don't really take much like hatred from them. Now, like obviously, if people are being disrespectful just because of my choices, that's different. I don't want to be around them. But I feel like there are some people who just don't agree with being part of LGBTQ, and I think that's a completely valid belief if they just think that way. I feel like that's fine.
Do you think it's valid to be a misogynist?
I do not.
Why?
Because people are just like born as a woman. Like that's not something that someone should go against. And it's different from, I feel like that's different from LGBTQ because.
No, so I'm tracking your logic here. So you think it's wrong to be a misogynist, right?
No, I do
not.
not.
But in this, you don't think it's wrong to be a misogynist?
Sorry, I apologize. I do think it's wrong.
Okay.
I misheard.
So, why do you think it's wrong to be a misogynist?
Because people are born as women, and I also agree that people are born.
Okay, and people are born. They're not born GAY, but they can't choose to be lesbian, right?
Yes, I agree with that. Because it's just kind of what happens with you. You don't really.
Exactly. So whenever we have people that hold to these hateful ideologies that change our legislation, that commit the crimes against us, you don't think we should challenge that and change their mind when they don't have a leg to stand on for why it's wrong?
I feel like you said like commit crimes, etc. I feel like that's different because that's showing more hatred and less of just a belief that you don't think it's okay.
But it stems from them thinking it's wrong.
Yes, I suppose.
Everything stems from somebody thinking it's wrong, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's why you should challenge those people. We shouldn't just allow people that think that graping somebody is okay and they just think that that's okay, right? We should challenge those people. We shouldn't just allow them to have those thoughts.
Yeah, I think we should challenge this because that's when it turns from just a disagreement to like some type of hatred.
And that's the exact point I'm making with when people think that this is wrong. They start, one, you don't have a leg to stand on for why it's wrong. If you actually argue with these people, they can't make a point unless it's religion. But even then, I can still say you believe in a fairy tale. But regardless, that's my entire point, is it starts with, I think it's wrong, and then ends with some sort of hatred.
But it doesn't.
And that's what we've seen. But that's what we've seen all throughout time.
It is what we see, and that's what happens with groups. But that's not what happens with everyone. Like, I mean, for example, if we just take a random example, like graffiti, I personally would never go like graffiti something, but if someone else is doing it, I'm just going to be like, that's their expression. I wouldn't do it. I feel like that's like illegal. But like, if it's their expression, I'm going to stay out of their way and let them do it and not really.
Yeah, but they have a choice not to do it. We don't have a choice in this day. Unless I want to be celibate. Like, that's it. Those are our choices. Be celibate or don't. Like, love and companionship between two consenting adults that's not incest is not harmful in any sort of problem.
Yeah. Well, like, so.
Can't really compare graffiti because that's a choice, and I know because my dad's an artist.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. I apologize for my bad.
No, bro, it's okay. It's okay. I know you're just trying to make an analogy. Like, I totally, followed you. I understood what you were saying. I just wanted you to see the flaw in there that, like, one is a choice. They can choose not to graffiti. Like, that's an action to go and graffiti something. But this isn't a choice. Like, this love and this orientation is not a choice, and it's not harmful. So to hold, like, an opinion that it's wrong with nothing to back is literally just prejudice. And prejudice leads to more harmful things.
Okay, so with that, prejudice leads to a lot of harmful things. That definitely does happen. Like every harmful thing that happens because there's some type of prejudice to begin with, but that's not always true.
But that doesn't matter.
Why does that not matter?
Because any sort of prejudice in my mind is wrong.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that something bad is going to come out of it. It may just be a
That doesn't matter though, because that's the reason that they are doing bad things to begin with.
Like if we have like obviously a very charged issue right now, or not even issue, just like different ideologies left and right. I mean, I feel like there's not really a correct one because like, I mean, the population is so split. I personally lean more left. I feel like that doesn't really matter though.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, like, the population is split right now because of religion and because of religion.
Okay.
That's why we're so split.
Okay.
That's where all of these came from. Like, most of all the prejudices come from religion. Because if you took all of take all religion away, like, and forced to make your own morals, like, I wonder how different things would be.
Okay, I feel like it's not all religion. Like I know economics plays a big role in it. For example, I mean I know a lot of like richer families favor Republican.
Not always. Where I live is rich, and it's mainly Democrat.
Not always, but I feel like Republican definitely favors the rich. Do you agree with that?
I would say Trump favors the rich, not the Republican Party.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
Trump is
agree.
very different than most of the Republican Party.
All right, so let's take that. Like, do you think that one is necessarily right or one is necessarily wrong? Because that's kind of
Like
the way
the Republican over the Democrat, do I think one is right and one is wrong?
in terms of economic policy.
Yes, one, especially if it comes to like who's fighting for what rights, and then, or we're talking about like economic policies. Sam, you might know more on this than me.
I would say yes, because a lot of conservative policy doesn't necessarily aim to reduce harm. And by that I mean a lot of the time conservative policy is rooted in the individual, and the individual having things like tax cuts or focusing on their own monetary benefit, when on the other side a lot of democratic policy aims for like reallocating funds to places like education or to homeless people, and I think that mitigates harm, which is where my morals stand. So I definitely say, most of the time anyway, democratic policy would be more moral than Republican policy, but of course there are exceptions to this.
I see a lot of people feel that taxes aren't even used, like they're not allocated where they should go. I feel like that's a difference in beliefs. Like, for example, there's a lot more taxes that go, or like, I don't know, can't think of an example. Let's just say like one program, and then compared to education, because like we know that education gets very little funding, right? So like, maybe if I like to call myself a liberal, maybe I would think like, well, these taxes aren't really going to what I would want them to go to anyway, so why would I care? And then maybe that will make me lean more towards the red side, you know what I mean?
Well, sure, but the problem with that is, with the little bit of tax money that we have, the allocation of taxes, that is also up to representatives. So if you think that taxes are not being allocated properly, that's something that you take up with the government. But if you pick a candidate that you know is likely to fuck you over regardless of how many taxes you pay, do you think that like Trump, for example, would be doing good things with your taxes?
Yeah, probably not Trump, but there are other. I feel like there could be other candidates. There aren't currently, but I feel like there could be other candidates on a different side that would properly represent my wants, my needs.
Well, sure, I definitely think it's possible, but a lot of the time, especially fiscal conservatives, they're more worried about how much money they can have rather than how much money other people can have access to, especially if you're going to have like a politician that's in like the 1%. If you have like
Which
a
is
billionaire
taxed.
candidate, Right.
His
If you
tax,
have,
his literal tax plan, which we're still in today, benefits people over 500,000 and least benefits people making under 50,000. It only benefits the top 1%.
yeah, if you're a billionaire, then conservative policy would benefit you a lot because a lot of the time, conservative monetary policy is aiming for tax cuts or trying to help people cut corners in businesses, which benefits the people at the top, but then the employees are fucked. Now, I don't think that's okay.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
Okay, we're kind of really far off topic, but
Yeah, we are.
I realized that too. I apologize.
No worries.
Okay, so
I think since you're not an op, I'll just probably move on. But I would say that any prejudice in any sort of sense that, especially something that you can't choose, like this, and it doesn't harm anybody, I would say that it increases the chances, like any prejudice increases the chances of those violent harms happening, and we should challenge anybody's beliefs on that.
okay, I appreciate how polite you were during this. I
Oh
appreciate
yeah,
it.
you were super nice, bro. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Trying to understand the different views and everything.
Yeah. Well,
All
take
right.
it easy, brother.
You as well.
All right. Moving on to the next guest.
God damn it.
I wish this dude in the chat would come up and join. Thank you so much for the heart. What's up? How old
Don't
are
be
you?
a coward,
Hey, how you
bastard.
doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Cool. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
How old are you?
Thank you for the heart.
I'm 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Well, in my standards, yes. In your standards, no. And I feel like we can't hold each other in our own standards. Because for me, it will be wrong because, and this is just my opinion, it will be wrong because, you know, it will just kind of mess up with the younger generation mind and be like, oh, it's okay to love your kind, like you and your thing, and you can do whatever with them. But then when they grow up and they're gonna be like, okay, okay, this is okay, so I can be with this person even though they don't want me, or even though they're like not my friend and they don't want to have like the same feelings that I do have.
I'm sorry?
I was saying that it will be wrong in my standards
No.
because
I got all of that.
yeah.
Up until you went after what's it called? When you said they'll grow up to think it's okay, I was gonna then ask you why would it not be okay? But then you continued and said that they'll think that people are their friend and such. What does that mean?
Yeah, so they could grow up thinking it's okay, and then they look at their friend, and their friend could be straight, and they'd be like, okay, I like this person, I have feelings for them, and then it will be mixed in their mind, and then they want to like do stuff with them or be with them, and then their friend will say, no, I'm not into that, and
Well,
that's
yeah,
when
but this has nothing to do with being lesbian because this happens all the time for different reasons. Sometimes you like
Straight men
someone
do it
that
to
doesn't like you.
Yeah, straight
And yeah,
straight men
that
do it to
too.
lesbian women all the time.
Straight men fetishize lesbian women all the time. As a matter of fact, a lot of the time when I hold these debates, people assume I'm lesbian, I'm pan, but men will come up, assume I'm lesbian, and then tell me that they want to change my mind.
Well, I don't know about changing someone's mind, but I know that it's like if you feel something and if you just act on it, it doesn't make sense. You have to always think about it.
Think about what?
Like you said, there's people fetishes like about lesbians, and they know like these people that like the girl, like you know, you're probably gonna like the girl, and I'm not gonna just go up to you and be like, oh no, I can change your mind, because I feel like that's wrong to do, because
Yeah, we
that's
also
not
think
how they
it's
feel.
wrong to do, and lesbians don't only do that. So by your logic,
Being a straight man would be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Straight
Okay,
men
so do you think
are
being a
wrong for
straight man
doing
is
that
wrong?
because
Whoa.
Thank you so much for the heartbeat.
no, I'm saying like straight men that doing this type of stuff, it's wrong because if they know the girl is
Yeah,
not
anything
attracted to them,
non-consensual is wrong.
yeah, is not attracted to them,
How does that
why
have
would
to
they
pertain
go
to
and
being a lesbian?
how's it? I'm sorry, what was that question?
How does that how does that pertain to being lesbian if both parties do it?
No, I was just asking. I was just answering that question that she said that man fetishes. But going back to being a lesbian, if it's wrong on my standards, I was saying that is wrong in my standards. For your standards will be right.
Yeah,
For
what
my
are your
standards will be.
standards, brother? That's what it's a debate. So you have to tell us your standards.
Well, like I just said, my standards is wrong to do or date the same sex. That's my standards.
Well,
And your
yeah, but
standards is
why?
not.
Because what you stated previously can happen to any demographic. If we use what we did before, I said that straight men hit on lesbians and they don't like it. You said that sometimes queer people hit on straight people and they don't like it. But you use that to come to the conclusion that being lesbian is wrong. So on the flip side, you would have to say being straight is equally wrong.
No, it's not, because that's not anticlimactic. Like if you gonna like someone,
Anticlimactic, bro. I don't think you know the word. I don't think you have the tact for this conversation, respectfully. You just use something that
anticlimactic means is not what it is. Like ironic. Come on, don't try
That's
to
not
change
what
the
that
subject.
means.
No.
Just don't try to change the subject. Hold on.
We're not changing the
Nobody's
subject.
changing the
it's
subject.
the
I'm saying that you don't have the tact to have this conversation.
All right, you changing the subject. Listen, it is
I'm not changing the
anticlimactic.
subject. I said you don't have the tact for this conversation.
It is anticlimactic to think that a straight man will hit on a woman
What's the
because they're
definition of an
lesbian,
anticlimactic?
and then a woman.
What's the definition of anticlimactic?
It's something that it's like a plot switch. You know, it's not the same. It's not what you think the
No.
outcome is.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, you should look it up.
It's when you previously have high expectations for something and those
Yes,
expectations
that's
are
a
not
plot
met.
twist. Come on.
It's not a plot twist,
A
homie.
plot
That's
twist?
why.
No,
Hey,
that's
hold on, hold on,
outcome, because
hold
the
on. That's
outcome
why
is
there's
not the
two
same.
words. Hey, if you would be quiet for 1 second. A plot twist why would we create two words for the same thing? A plot twist is different than anticlimactic.
No, you can use a definition to explain a word by using another word.
No,
That doesn't.
it's
You
causing
make no sense
disappointment
by
at the end
saying
of an
that.
exciting
You
or
make no
impressive.
sense.
No, be quiet for 1 second. Thank you very much. Causing disappointment at the end of an exciting or impressive series of events. That's what anticlimactic means.
That's exactly what I just said. It's a plot twist.
That's not what a plot twist is.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yes.
It sounds like you're forgetting the nuances between these two words. As someone who has taught English, I'm gonna try and explain this to you the best way possible.
A plot twist is not a disappointment at the end of a series of events.
So
A plot
listen,
twist,
it doesn't matter. You guys stuck on the wrong thing. I'm
it
saying
does matter because you're using the word wrong.
Lesbian will be wrong. For your standards,
Why?
lesbian
Why?
is right.
Why is it wrong?
I told
Why?
you because for me, thinking that I will date the same sex is wrong. And that's it. That's
Why?
it.
Why? That's a circular argument. Why?
There's no why, because if you look at someone
What do you
and
mean
you say,
there's no why?
because at the end of the day, it's a choice that if you want to act on it. At the end of the day, it's always a choice. You're gonna
So I
act
should
on it.
be. So I should be celibate.
Or you just actually try being with men. Like it doesn't matter.
Why don't you try to
For
be
you,
with men?
That's what I'm saying. For me, I might have those thoughts. I might have those thoughts that I want to be
And
with
what's
a man.
wrong with those thoughts?
Well, because it's not true. It's like, okay,
It's not
this
true.
is-
Give me a
it's not
source.
true.
It's
Give me a
glass.
source.
The closet
Give me a
is made
source
of
that sexual
crystal.
orientation is a
Okay.
choice.
Do
Give
I-
me a
do I-
source that says sexual
Okay,
orientation is a
okay,
choice.
stop.
Give me a source that says sexual orientation is a choice. You don't get to speak until you give me a source that says sexual orientation is a choice. Thank you very much.
The closet is made of finely polished crystal. I can't do it.
You keep cutting me off.
Yeah,
when
so until you find me a source that says sexual orientation is a choice or that it's harmful, then you can speak. Give me a
How
source.
am I gonna give you a source? if you're
Swipe
gonna
out of
cut me
the
off?
app. When you swipe out,
give me a
you won't
sec.
be removed if you would listen for 5 seconds.
No,
If you swipe out,
no, you cut me off too
okay,
many times.
all
You
right,
cut me
bye.
off too-
Toodaloo. Baby bottles in the chat. Moving along.
Cry.
The door isn't even there. What's up, Rodney? How old are you?
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm
Good. Do you think
49.
Thank you.
Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Uh, I wouldn't use the word wrong. It's just I don't know what word to use to describe that.
Well, wrong is kind of the word that you would have to use for this conversation. So, do you think it's wrong? Because like, if you don't, that's fine. It just means that this wouldn't be a great debate.
I'll define it as is not normal. I'm not saying not normal is a wrong thing, but it's not normal. That's all.
Okay.
It might be wrong not to be normal for some people, but for me,
okay. So
being not normal is not wrong until you. I don't know. There's a threshold that you gotta pass until it gets wrong, probably. But
what?
Right?
No,
Right.
actually, I don't. Could you elaborate?
Well, it's through it's my Christian faith. It's
there
like
it is. Okay. Yeah.
I already knew it.
Figured.
no. But let me explain it from this point of view, because I'm not allowed to judge you or whatever you are, because we're all
Too late.
sinners. We're all
You already
sinners.
did. You came up here to specifically tell me that it was wrong, which is condemnation in your book.
No,
Condemnation is a complete
yeah.
disapproval
Well,
of.
exactly. That's what I didn't wanna.
Oh, but under your worldview, you can't not bring it up because it's what your entire world is. And I
Well,
know
but
that.
it's not your fault that you are lesbian. It's not like you decided to be lesbian. It's not like
Well, I'm glad we agree on that one.
it's not like you someday decide like, okay, I'm gonna go and become a lesbian and promote lesbianism like a normal thing. I think you're trying to defend yourself and the way you feel,
No,
right?
I'm challenging people on their beliefs.
No, I
because
understand you're
think
challenging,
they're-
but I'm talking about your life. You're trying to you're trying to put it out there that as you're a lesbian, people should be more concerned about your needs or those sort of things, right?
No,
you're trying to
not at
defend
all.
you're trying to defend who you are. I mean, why
I'm
you
not
should
trying to defend who I am. What have I spoken about myself?
No, I know,
I'm trying
but
to intellectually challenge people on why they think that being a
But
lesbian is wrong. So
why
you're
you're
just wrong
doing
about
it?
that.
But that's the reason you're doing it.
I'm not trying to
Because-
defend myself. I don't need to defend myself. Whether or not I do these debates, I don't give
No,
a
no,
shit
not
what people think about
yourself,
me
not
being a lesbian.
yourself.
I don't
But-
care about what people think about me, brother. I'm doing this so
Well-
people stop writing legislation, and I'm doing this so that I'm challenging people intellectually because people don't know why they hold morals, and then when they say something is immoral, they don't fucking know what they mean by that, and especially
Right.
Christian people, because I think Christians are the most selfish believers on the planet, and their morals are very selfish, and
Well,
you only
I
care about
agree.
you and God and not anybody else.
Yes, I agree. On my point of view, without sounding a little selfish or anything, I understand. I understand your situation. I mean, not too many Christians know this, so let's not to judge Christian people, because Christian people are very ignorant, and not too many people, Christians, get the time to know God or pray or read the scripture.
Actually, I judge Christians because your book is horrendous. That's why.
You don't like the book? Okay.
Not at all.
So,
No, I think your God does horrendous shit. So I wouldn't
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be
agree with
surprised
that.
that you guys fall under where your morals fall.
No, I
book
agree
says
with that.
horrendous shit.
God brought the flood that kills millions of people. God killed millions of people. I agree with that. God is God.
So,
I mean,
so then why do you fuck with him
that
like
doesn't
that?
mean he's bad. That means he's God. You know, it's the problem you don't understand what God means. I mean, you
God
take
isn't
God as a
real to
person.
me, so I really could care less. But regardless
Oh, yeah,
of what
I
God
know.
does in the Bible, I don't believe in God. But I
Right.
also think that the Bible is fucking horrendous.
I have the opposite
And it does show
view,
me
but
because if
we
behavior
can
is a
agree
language,
on that.
if behavior is a language, then what is God telling me? That he's a torturous, narcissist, fucking egomaniac. He's crazy. That's what it tells me by
Right.
what he does all throughout the Bible.
But you gotta understand why he does things, because
Yeah,
if
so
you just
I was religious, but there's no fucking explanation for like Numbers 15:32 through 36, penalty for the Sabbath. There's no explanation for the slavery in the Bible. There's no explanation that
what
would
was
be
the
needed for
first
a lot
one?
of
Sorry,
the,
I did. What was the first one
first-
about the Sabbath?
Yeah, about the God commanding this man to be stoned for violating the Sabbath.
Right.
Abraham and Isaac, the first book in the Bible. That shit's horrendous.
But that's because you're a little ignorant about all these
I'm
things.
not ignorant. I'm not
Well,
ignorant about
can
these
I explain
things.
about the Sabbath just a little
I know
quick?
what the Sabbath is. I don't give a
Yes.
fuck. I don't care about the Levitical law, the
But
Mosaic
you
law,
brought it
what the
up.
times in were. Yes, and I know all the context, otherwise I wouldn't be speaking about it. Do you realize that? Why would I speak about something I'm ignorant about? That's kind of fucking stupid. I'm on a platform where anybody can talk to me, and if I didn't know what I was talking about, why the fuck would I talk about it?
But I'll just say that Christians were very ignorant, even though they call themselves Christians, or they call themselves that once they were Christians.
I don't care what people call themselves. I'm talking about your God.
I absolutely agree. You know that God came to die for our sins, right? That I mean, if you're a Christian, you know the
Yeah, and I
basic
find it
that-
I find it really fucking hilarious that God had to come down as himself in human form, sacrifice himself
Yeah.
to himself and as a loophole for his own rules when he could have just forgiven us. I find it kind of ironic.
Right. It's the story of Christianity, right? A God that
Yeah, it's fucking it's just
came from a
stupid. I don't care.
virgin and
Yeah, I don't care. How
didn't
old was Mary?
sin
How old
just
was
to die
Mary?
so we can be saved, right?
How old was
I
Mary?
understand that, but I'm not going to that. I'm going to the passage that when he came and died for our sins, right?
I don't
After
give
that,
a fuck.
he changed all those things.
Oh, he changes? Or he changes
No,
the
he
rules?
changed all the Sabbath. For example, he said no. You know the law that says stoning people. He changed that. If you have no sin, throw the first stone. So when he died for sins,
Does God
he
change? Why did
introduces
he need to
law.
come down? Why did God need to come down in human form to change the laws that he created?
Because he's the only one capable of doing something like nobody else can.
He created everything. He didn't have to create it in perfection from the beginning.
Right.
From the beginning, that's why I don't believe your God exists.
Right,
I could
but
care less for the stupid fucking.
right, exactly. But by his laws, he needed no human in sin or in sinful situation can save himself except somebody
I don't
who
care.
came from
Why-
the
if
outside
you-
without
This is
sin.
such a. This is.
you
I
know?
don't care. I don't care.
Okay, I didn't came to say that. I just came to because you just bring me all over the Bible, but I just came to say something about the scripture that's the way I understand lesbians, right? That's how I understand homosexuality.
Yeah. So
or
you believe it's wrong. You believe it's wrong
No,
because God says so.
No. I didn't understand that it's wrong. I understand there's a subproduct of human beings separating from God. When you separate yourself from God, you tend to not only commit sin, right? But it's like God. It takes some time. That's how the Bible explains it. When you separate
Can you
yourself from
prove
God,
that God
you
is
don't.
real? I'm so tired. Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm done. I'm trying to get this man to
Yeah.
fucking join because he got a lot to say in the comments. I'm trying to figure out how I can get him to.
Oh, click on him and then you can. And when you click on him, if the menu comes up, there's gonna be in the bottom left. Yeah, in the bottom left corner, 2 people. Click that, and it'll send him an invite.
Oh, okay. Come on up, big cowboy. You got a lot to say in the comments. If you're a real man, you'd join. If you're a real man, you'd join. Don't just sit in the comments all nice and cutesy. Come on up.
Nice and cutesy. I can't breathe.
Come on, cowboy.
We're waiting.
Go on.
I hate that when I have my
He
glasses
didn't
off, I
accept
can't
my
see the
request.
comments. Aww. He's a coward. Raise your hand if you're shocked. Notice how all our hands are down? Crazy.
What's
work.
up? How old are you?
Hello. Sorry?
How old are you? How old are you?
30.
Okay.
So why are you being so angry and upset? Are you not happy in your life with who you are?
Oh my god, please. Ew.
Hold on a second. We're having a conversation.
No, we're not. This is so condescending and weird.
But hold on a second. You showed
No,
I'm actually super happy in my
This
life.
is so condescending and weird. Why are we psychoanalyzing
Well, I think you're condescending and weird. Did you ask me what I thought about you?
I am being condescending on purpose
Did you
right
ask
now,
me
yes.
about what I thought about you? I think you're arrogant,
and
pompous,
I don't care.
but I don't go and tell you, do I?
I
If you
don't
don't care, then why are you on the platform then if you don't care
Because
about people?
I don't invite people to. I do care about people. I just don't care about your
No,
opinion.
you don't care about people. You don't,
I just
and
don't
that's
care
why you don't
about
know
your
God. Do you
opinion.
actually
I just
think
don't
that
care
God
about
cares
your
about you right now?
opinion. I
He doesn't care.
hope he
That's why you don't
doesn't,
know
because
God.
God is a horrendous individual.
That's
I
why
hope he
you
doesn't
don't
care
know
about
God.
me.
God doesn't want to come near
God
you. Do you
thinks slavery
understand?
is
In the Bible, he
okay.
calls you a fool.
God doesn't want to
Do you
come near
understand?
us.
He doesn't
hope
want to
he
come
stays
near
all
you.
good
He
for us
can't live
all.
in your
as
temple.
possible.
That's
He
funny
can't
for
live
us
in your
all
God
good.
stays
temple.
as
You
far
have no
away from me
life.
as
Do you understand?
possible.
What comes out of
I
your mouth
hope
is
that
venomous.
God wants
All
nothing
right?
to do with me.
And stop brainwashing
God thinks
everybody.
that
Everybody has a
slavery is
right to their
okay.
views and
I don't want to
opinions.
be
They were
around
born the
someone
way
who
they
thinks
are. Who are
slavery
you
is
going to tell
okay,
them what
my
to do?
love. I'd really rather
And for
stay
the
away from
host,
someone who
you
thinks
know, you should
slavery is
repent because at
okay.
Judgment Day, you're going to have to account for everything you did here on earth.
Yeah, prove
I
God's
don't.
real.
Yeah,
Prove
That
God's
guy
real.
that came up here, that
Prove
guy
God's
that came
real.
up here,
Prove God's
prove
real.
God's real.
Prove God's real.
I already know God. I've known God since 14.
That's not
okay.
The Holy
proof.
Spirit.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
not
and
That's not
I
proof.
received 8 supernatural experiences and 3 divine gifts. Okay, no, you can say what you want, but nothing formed
Okay.
against me will prosper.
Muslims have the
You
same
don't know
thing.
God
Would you
because you
say?
didn't seek out with your whole heart. You
Shadi,
only
I
had
got
a
fucking Hebrew
religion.
tatted on my
The
neck.
religion didn't work for you. You don't understand?
No.
So you can
No.
be what you want, but you don't get the right to come up on
Yeah, we
social
do.
media.
We absolutely have the
and
right.
post
Cry.
hate. Why is being lesbian wrong?
I don't have the.
Why
I don't
would
have
you
the
even
right to
ask
sit up
that?
here.
Like, are you insecure about yourself that you have to ask that?
No, it's because people
why
who
are
think
you
it's
insecure?
wrong.
If you're
people
insecure,
who think
you would
people
be doing
If you
something
would let us speak,
inspirational right
Cora,
now.
hey Cora, if you could be quiet for a
Thank
second,
you.
and maybe if you're asking,
Of course
just
you're
are
gonna
you
mute
just
me because truth
yeah,
hurts,
because
doesn't it?
you're
are you
talking
asking
too
questions?
much.
Are you
You can't
asking
face the
questions?
truth. That's why you
Are
mute
you
me because
asking
you're weak.
questions?
Do you understand? You don't
Okay.
have
You're
the
a
Holy
great
Spirit. You
Christian.
got wickedness in you. You got wickedness
You're a
in you.
great
You understand?
Christian, aren't
And you
you?
got to repent.
You're a great
because
Christian. You're
Aren't
helping
you
me.
supposed to be studying the Bible right now?
You're a great Christian
crack
of why
that
I
bitch
don't want to believe in
open.
your stupid
Who
faith,
cares that you're
even if it was
lesbian,
real.
but everybody cares
Even
about
if
how
it
you
was
treat
real,
people.
even if it was, and you're treating us like
Well,
shit. And you're
rotten things will
treating us
come
like
upon you.
shit. You're treating us like shit.
What you sow.
What's the difference between you and me? You're
Reap what
treating
you
us like
sow.
shit.
So you can
You're
be
hilarious.
angry and upset, but I
You're also coming up here calling us a bunch of names, so you're no better than anybody else. You're no better than
Okay.
anybody else. You're doing the same fucking shit, and you won't shut up for a second. You're doing the same shit.
everything
You're
comes
doing
out
the
of your
same fucking shit, you great Christian.
powerful.
Aren't you?
You're not-
Ain't nothing like Christian love. Ain't there
Not
nothing like Christian love.
Christian
Ain't
love
nothing like
feels
them
so
Christian
warm.
love.
Stop saying
I
copy
feel
paste.
so
Say
warm and
something
toasty.
original. You understand? Have
I
a
feel
conversation.
so-
Care
I feel
about
so
others.
warm.
I actually am having a conversation, but respectfully, I took the trash out.
Thank you. Yeah, don't come up here asking that fucking condescending ass bullshit. Come up with an
And
argument
then talk
or
about
cry.
God.
Right.
What's
Crazy
up, how old are
word.
you?
Hello. I just wanted to say
How
I'm
old are you?
under 18. I'm under 18,
sorry.
but wait, before you
No.
We can't talk to minors, my love. I'm sorry.
Alright, thank you so much for the heart, me. Thank you so much, Kazak, for the hat and mustache. Appreciate you so much.
Hey, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, how old are you?
Hey, I'm 23.
Alright, do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Absolutely not. I just wanted to say something about the previous Christian lady, if that's okay.
You sure?
So, I'm not agreeing with her, first of all, let me just say that. But just real quick, like, people that are like, I don't know if it's okay for me to say, but like, people that are like obsessed with the Bible, right? Like, it's just, sorry, like, if it's rude for me to say, but
No,
someone
I
said
agree
this
with
to
you.
me once. Sorry to interrupt, sorry. I know, literally, someone said this to me once where it's like, if like you're really like into the Bible and everything, like you're into the whole Adam and Eve, blah blah blah, like if you actually want to look into it like that, then that would mean that they would have had kids to reproduce, right?
Yeah, and they use each other.
Exactly. So how does that make sense? Because that's literally against, like, I just wanted
And God,
to say
and
that.
God didn't put down more people, but yeah.
Exactly, and it's like if you
But he's
you
all
can't
powerful, right?
prove it, right? You can't like literally like you are not able to like. I'm not saying that everything has to be seen, right? But it's like if you're saying like, oh, he's real, I know he's real. How do you know that? You're not able to.
How do you
give,
know
like-
God isn't Satan?
Exactly.
How do you
And
know?
why,
How do you
like,
know?
why are you
How do you know
all-
that
because
I'm
Christian-
not God?
No,
No, I don't have a God
also,
complex.
like-
I'm not God, but
No, literally,
I
I
just
just,
think it's
want to like say real quick, like Christianity is literally just like it's only for people that are like trying to uphold the
Coping.
patriarchy,
coping.
and they're just like, oh, like a man is but like no. If you think that, then it's literally like this person being like, oh, you're so mad you don't like himself. You're literally into a religion that says you're worth less than someone else.
No, that
the
ass.
math isn't mathing. I just wanted to say
Especially as a
that.
woman, as a woman, God hates you from the jump.
Yeah.
God literally made it to where like you're fucked as a woman. The laws go against you in the Bible.
No, I just wanted to say that, but no, thanks for listening. I hope you guys have a great
No, I
day.
appreciate you. Take it
Thank
easy.
you too, my love.
All right. W guessed in the chat. That was
Her.
hilarious. All right, moving on. If you think that being lesbian is wrong, click the guest request to debate. Where in the Bible does it say it? Izzy, have you ever heard where you're not supposed to speak in church? What's up? How old are you?
Hey, I'm 36.
All right. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I don't.
Thank you so much for having me. Oh, okay. Perfect. I am just looking for people to debate.
Oh, well, I was just going to say, not trying to sound rude or anything, but usually a debate, is opinions flying everywhere, so you guys is actually instead of getting upset with people's opinions, how about we just go back and forth,
Well,
go
yeah,
back and
but
forth,
when people come up with
without-
opinions about our personal well-being, that's not a debate. She came up here with the sole intention of trying to call us out for being unhappy because we don't worship the same God she does.
I agree with the
I don't fuck with that.
previous lady.
Yeah, but
I
unless
agree.
have you ever done a debate on a live?
Well, no.
Okay,
No.
so typically debates, if we're talking in professional realms, it's one person versus another, and you can look up their views so you kind of have something to go off of. But in these particular debates, I'm talking to hundreds of people at a time over a course of literally weeks. So I would completely disagree with you if you think that we don't get heated over topics that we're passionate about. Of course we do. And that's how that works. And if you go and watch professional debates as well, they also get heated and call each other names. That's just how debates go. I don't care if opinions are flying. That's how it ends up being. It's because we are both human beings with opinions and passionate about the opinions we have. And so, yes, I typically try to keep my emotional side out of it, but people get personal all the time on here. And so you have to be able to figure out whether or not it's worth it to have the conversation with that person or not. But we are human beings at the end of the day. So unless you've ever watched a professional debate or you've watched, if you've done this yourself, then I don't really feel like you have a place to say that because you've never experienced it.
I mean, I'm just really trying to hear the conversations from both ends, but I feel like if it's a debate, one should let one speak and then one should respond. That's all I'm saying.
And how long have you watched me?
I've been watching you for maybe a month.
Okay. You don't think I've let somebody speak?
No, I'm speaking on Sam. Sam seems like she's letting people kind of upset her a little bit.
I would completely disagree with you. Sam's the most
I've been silent
composed
the
person
most
I've
of the
ever met in
time.
my entire life. That's why I have Sam on my panel. Sam keeps me calm, but Sam's the most composed person I've ever met in my entire life. In fact, lets people speak way longer than I do. But in regards to the last person, that's why Sam was speaking the way that Sam was, because Sam didn't want that person to get a word in, because they were coming in
'cause that was
they were being
gross.
disingenuous.
I get it, Sam. You guys have a
Jennifer
good one.
W, thank you so much for the $25 on
Thank you,
PayPal. I want to get 50 W's for Jennifer in the chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much, Jennifer. Thank you so much for the $25 on Venmo.
Oh, fire, W.
All right. Is there anything else you wanted to say? I think you have to watch Sam, and then you would see, because that was a bad. I wouldn't say it's a bad representation. Sam didn't want that person to speak because they were being disrespectful. But especially that last girl, she literally wouldn't let anybody speak.
Yeah. All right. You guys have a good one, though. Okay.
You too. I appreciate you. Take it easy.
You too.
All right. Okay, moving on.
What's up?
What's up? How old are you?
21.
All right. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I think that there are aspects of it that are wrong.
I've talked to you before. What are the aspects?
Yeah. So do you know that toy where there's a triangle and then there's a triangle slot and then there's a circle and a circle slot and a square and a square slot?
Oh my god.
So women can't even have sex with other women. So that's an innate...
Why do we call it oral sex?
That's a good question. You could probably answer that for me.
Because it's considered sex.
Okay. Well, are you saying that you can be penetrated by a woman?
With a toy, yes, but also with my fingers, yes.
Right, but not by your partner though.
You mean with an actual?
Not by them though.
Nobody
like,
has an actual male member.
You need to
Neither
spend
of us
money.
have a male. Neither of us have a male member.
So it's so natural that you need to spend money to make it more natural. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Toys are not
Between women and other women. It's just so natural.
Toys are not a requirement.
It kind of is though.
No,
it's really not.
Do you know that most women do not blast off from penetration?
Well, that's a fall on the male's end, not on the.
No, it's not. 81.
No,
it's a high percentage of women that cannot blast off from penetration. That's like science.
Okay. Well, sounds like us men need to do better. But
No, you cannot. It doesn't matter about you, brother. It's the anatomy. It's literally that you have to stimulate the other part. That's what makes women blast off.
Okay, sure. Then do both. But that's what's meant. That's how it's meant to be.
Prove it. Prove it.
How were you born? Were you born by two women?
Some women are born by two women.
But were you?
Me personally, no, but that doesn't really matter because women have children. Lesbian couples have children all the time.
So, like, I'm talking to a person who was conceived by a man and a woman, basically.
Sure.
Okay.
Why does that matter?
Well,
Why is that relevant?
It's relevant because your opinion completely contradicts how you were born.
Doesn't, because my opinion is based off of statistics and reasoning and critical thinking, and lesbian people have children all the time via IVF in the same way that an infertile couple.
Wait, what is an IVF?
Kids. You don't know what IVF is, but you're going to sit up here and say that?
Yeah, I mean, you could also just explain it rather than insulting me.
Well, that's absurd for you to have such an opinion on something you know nothing about.
I wouldn't say I know
nothing. In vitro
nothing
fertilization? You don't know what in vitro fertilization
vitro fertilization? Okay. Yeah, well, don't you need an outside sperm to put inside the woman for that?
Yeah, and why does that matter?
Why doesn't it matter? Because
why does it matter?
Where does that
a straight infertile couple uses the same shit I use. Why does that matter?
Where does the sperm come from?
We know it uses a man. Why does that matter?
Because you're using you're using male objects and male sperm.
And why does that matter?
Your relationship natural. Because if it were
nobody's
natural,
claimed that it's nobody cares that it's natural. It's normal.
Okay,
I don't appeal to nature, brother.
All right, well maybe you should.
You know what's also natural?
What's natural?
Cannibalism.
Says who?
The definition of natural.
Says nature.
Says nature, brother. If you want to appeal to nature, I don't appeal to nature. I appeal to what's normal.
I mean, we don't have to appeal to all aspects of nature, but
no, if you appeal to nature, then you're just logically inconsistent.
Bestie.
Yeah, then you're just logically inconsistent.
I want to speak to something you said with regards to God. You brought up slavery for God. I just wanted to say, why does God have an obligation to adhere to your standard of morality?
I don't care. That's off topic.
Well, why does
you want to go debate? If you want to go debate about God, go talk to Ian.
But God is anti.
I don't give a fuck about your opinion about God. We're talking about being lesbian.
All right, but you said that.
I don't give a fuck. We're talking about you just pivoted so hard. You just pivoted so hard because you lost.
I didn't pivot because I lost. Then why are you pivoting?
Pivot.
Because I want to pivot.
Why?
Because are you anti-pivot?
Yes, because we were on one topic and you pivoted to God because you couldn't address what I said.
Okay, sure. Well, you can't even have sex with other women, and you think that
I literally can't. So you think that using fingers and using your mouth is not sex?
No, not technically. Would you say that
even have to be?
I don't really give a fuck if you think we can have sex or not, quite frankly, because why does that matter?
That's convenient for you to think that.
I don't give. Okay, but why the fuck does that matter? Does that make it wrong?
Would you say that? All right. Well, I'm just trying to say something. Would you say that a girl who claims she lost her virginity by fingers is valid in her claim?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's actually insane.
Yeah. Why is it insane?
Because that's not true at all.
How so?
I'd say most of your opinions have been valid except for that one. Because we know that losing your virginity has to do with penetration by a male genitalia. That's the definition.
Where does it say that? Where does it say that? What is sexual intercourse?
Sexual intercourse is penetration from on a male's end toward a woman.
Really?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, unless you could prove me wrong. Looks like you're looking real hard at Google.
There are different kinds of sex, which is why I don't even know why we're having this conversation. Like, it's already been accepted that there's multiple kinds of sex. But the one that you're talking about is specifically penetrative heterosexual sex, which is usually what we're referring to when we say sexual intercourse. But it's not the only kind of sex.
No, I'm not claiming that's the only kind of sex. I'm claiming that.
Okay, so then why is it that whenever she gave examples of sex, you kept saying that's not sex?
Well,
it is. It's just not the one that you're talking about.
So here's the thing. You could drive a car in GTA 5. You could drive a car in a video game, or you could drive an actual car. And what driving an actual car looks like is heterosexual sex.
Well, we're not attracted to men, so why the fuck does that matter?
Again, what you're implying is that penetrative sex between straight people is the only kind of sex, and that all the other kinds of sex... No, that's what you're implying. And you're saying all the other kinds of sex are fake or not as valid. But that's not true.
I'm not
just because you value penetrative sex with a man and a woman over other kinds of sex doesn't make the other kinds of sex any less valid.
But the thing is, I'm not saying that they're not valid, though. Because if I were,
so then,
I would be saying that.
Okay, so then what is your point?
My point is, would you date a woman and never purchase a sex toy? Like a male strap-on sex toy, like ever, for the rest of your relationship? Ever?
Yep.
Yes.
You would be completely fulfilled.
Yep. Because the number one fulfilling spot is the upper spot, which I can't say, but I can spell it for you if you'd like.
I don't think you need to spell it for me.
Okay. But you guys can never find it, so.
Damn.
Oh yeah, speak for these other men, because I can.
It doesn't sound like it, since you really don't understand. You didn't even know what IVF is.
It doesn't sound like it?
Yeah, you didn't even know what IVF was.
All right, I don't need to know what an IVF is.
You literally said oral smacks isn't smacks, so I don't really give a fuck about what you have to say at this point.
I can guarantee you I've fucked more than you, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay. Maybe bottom in the chat for this big boy.
Oh,
yeah,
ew,
well,
this
you're the one that's trying to
became
ego
a fucking...
me right now. We could have an ego battle.
No, that's so weird. Ew.
It's weird when I bring my ego out, but when they do, it's fucking hip.
Because now we're talking about bodies. She was talking about what you know about anatomy. Now you're talking about how many people you've put your dick in. That's not the same.
Yeah. Well, she's trying to make the claim that because I don't know what an IVF is, I don't sleep with women. Like, what the fuck?
You know, because you said oral smacks isn't smacks. But oral smacks for women is the most pleasurable.
I'm pretty sure I did not say that, though.
You did, though. You literally did. I said it's oral smacks,
why am I not
not
saying
smacks.
that now?
So you concede on that point? Thank you so much for the lip painting.
Oh, I'm gaslighting you? If I held that opinion, wouldn't I still hold it right now?
Okay, everybody in the chat, didn't he say that oral smacks isn't smacks?
What?
You can't even remember what you said. That's hilarious.
Bro, if I said that, then that would imply that I believe that. If I said that, then that would imply I believe
okay,
that.
look how many yeses there are. Everybody said that you did say
then
that.
how about we start another poll and ask everybody,
Thank you, Grayson, for
why
this
am
one.
I
I did
not
get
still
rid of
saying
that.
that? Why am I not still saying that?
Because because you don't remember saying it? I don't know.
Oh, because I don't. But you just reminded me, apparently. So
okay, so is oral smacks?
Sure, but it's not the peak form of sex by any means.
Peak according to who? You?
Yeah.
Well, good thing you're not a lesbian. So it doesn't matter.
According to what women blast off from, it would be the most peak to have oral smacks with a woman.
Bro, but you're implying that blasting off is like what is the indication that you just had real sex? Is that what you're saying?
No, you said peak. I'm saying what's enjoyable.
So I was right. You are classifying all the other kinds of sex as fake, and this one is real.
I don't really think that's what I'm doing.
Okay, then what are you doing?
Nah.
What I'm doing?
Y'all heard that shit, right?
What I'm doing?
I'm not being gaslit today. Fuck out of here.
But the thing is, though, Sam, if I was saying that, I would say that right now, right?
No, because it's not convenient for you.
You could say.
What are you saying? Then what are you saying? Then what are you saying, brother? Just say what you're saying then. Say it with your chest.
Am I able to? Or am I good? Okay. What I'm saying is that you can't even have real sex with another woman.
Bro.
I'm not saying that the other ones are fake.
And
I'm
why
just
does
saying
that matter?
What is the opposite of real? What is
listen,
the opposite of real? No.
There's
no.
a scale to realness. There's a scale, okay? So like I could be halfway transparent and honest with a person, or I could be 75% halfway transparent honest, or I could
So
be
you think
100%
lesbian sex is like half genuine? What the fuck does that even
I
mean?
wouldn't say half genuine, I'd say half real. Because you're not
Genuine
doing
and real are synonyms, genius.
Okay, I don't think that they are. I would use those terms in different contexts. But if it was as genuine,
Oh wait, it's
real,
you.
yeah.
Oh my god, please. Oh my god.
So if you're implying that lesbian
Okay,
sex,
hold on for a second. Why the fuck does this matter? Are you saying that because we can't have real smacks that we're wrong?
it's not that you're wrong. It's just that you're not doing what you're meant to be doing. That's what I think.
Why are
According to
you
who?
stimulating your G spot on your back end?
No. Ew.
Okay, then you're wrong. Why not?
Why
Your
is that
G spot's
wrong?
back there.
But why is that wrong?
Because that's like your peak pleasure your spot, brother.
Nah, my peak pleasure spot is women, I would say. But
That literally makes no sense. If we're talking biology, which you were talking about, sir, talking biology, your G spot is in your back end.
all right.
It's
well,
unnatural. It's unnatural for you to
I'll
not.
never know. I'll never have a clue what that's like because I'm not gay, and
You don't
I'm
have to be. You don't have to be. Your woman can stick her fingers back there, brother.
Yeah, well, she's not ever gonna because we're having
Aw.
Adam and Eve barbaric sex inside of vines. And listen, you.
Toodaloo. What a useless conversation. What's up? How old are you?
I'm 50.
All right. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
No, I'm a lesbian, married lesbian.
Period. I am just looking for people that do think it's wrong. Take care, okay? All right. Bye. All right. Only one of you do think being lesbian is wrong. I do appreciate y'all. If you want to show love, you guys can send me DMs. I do check my DMs. But I am just looking for debate. Adam and Eve is wild.
Hi, I didn't.
No. Jack, thank you so much for that. I see you. You just
Yo, what's good?
How old are you, man?
37.
Okay, do you think being lesbian is wrong?
No, I'm from Los Angeles.
Cool. Well, I'm just looking for people that do think it's wrong.
W. No, I'm from Los Angeles. I mean, fair enough. It's a pretty queer place to be.
Yo,
What's up?
yo.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
Alright, do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I don't think it's wrong, but I also don't think it's the right thing. But I don't knock people who are lesbian.
Why?
Okay, so I fear we don't mean the same thing when we say that. Because we also don't think it's right or wrong. We think it's amoral. I think what you mean is you don't want to say you think it's wrong, but you actually think it's wrong. So.
I don't think it's wrong.
Okay, so what do you think it is?
That's a good question. Maybe I would describe it as maybe people are still trying to get used to the fact, you know what I mean? Because it was something that wasn't talked about that much up until Obama's administration, when they really started to really talk about like same-sex marriage and stuff like that. So I think it's just a thing of just getting used to, but I don't think it's wrong. But I don't really know what else to say about it for real.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Well, appreciate you, man. Take it easy.
All right.
Thank you.
Alright, moving on. Quick take, guys, question. If you do think being lesbian is wrong, and we're moving on. What's up? How old are you?
Hi, I'm 19.
Alright, do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Okay, I know that you're saying that you're only talking to people who think that lesbians are wrong, but I feel like Christians here are getting a lot of hate. And my mom is a lesbian, and I was raised Christian. And my big thing here is people who are arguing with the Bible. There's been so many translations in it that we do not know today that it is exactly what it says.
Well, we already debunked that homosexuality wasn't in there.
Okay.
Yeah. You should watch. Ari, there's like back in 1946 is when they originally translated the Bible to like I think it was NIV or something like that. That they removed like the words like it's Malakoi and Arsenicatoy, which in those times were like sexual abusers, and then in Romans it was pedicos, which means PDF, and it's ironic that PDFs, who were so prevalent in the time, like biblical times, it's not in the Bible anymore. PDFs, you can't find it in the Bible because they removed that part and they put homosexual in place.
Yes, so therefore with it being wrong, I just want to say that most Christians that come up on here, they're going to tell you that it's wrong and use that stuff against you guys, but the way that I look at it is you guys were put here and everyone has a choice in everything you do, so continue to be you and don't listen to these dumb people.
Alright, take it easy. Appreciate you.
You too.
Alright. Moving along. Oh, and he was a fairy. Only join if you do think being lesbian is wrong. What's up, Jax? How old are you?
I'm 28. Oh my gosh. I only want to be quick. I've been watching you and Sam for so long. You guys are amazing. I really wanted to say something to narcotics because I had 2 points and claims that were really important, I feel like, because what the fuck? Oh my god. So my first one, even straight couples can use toys. Like, all the time they do it. Okay, so
especially when men have small peens.
Right? I mean, Jesus. And then 2, how about you go on Google narcotics and you can search that over 1,500 species of animals display homosexuality. Yeah. So it's like, come on, like just, oh my gosh, I just wanted to make that claim because it is so okay. It's so natural. Like, I'm a bisexual woman, just happened to end up, with a man, it's cool. It's whatever. But like, what the hell? Like, everything's natural. Like, this is so cool.
We've talked to him a lot.
I just wanted to make those 2 claims that any type of couple can use toys. And even
he thinks that aliens are real based off of little to no evidence. I fear there's no. Yeah,
it's painful. I just wanted to come up and make those 2 claims because all his claims were so irrelevant, and he's just like, well, I can satisfy a woman, so I'm right. Which, literally you. So thanks for letting me come up. You two
Appreciate
are so
you,
freaking.
Oh,
thank you. Oh, thank you. Sorry.
Appreciate you. I didn't even remove them. They removed themselves. But I appreciate you. Take it easy, okay? All right. Moving on.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
What's up, Alder?
Hey.
I'm 18.
Okay, do you think being lesbian is wrong?
No, I just wanted to come up here and be like, no hate on any of y'all. Y'all are great people. Everybody, people are just mean sometimes, so just wanted to come up here and, give y'all some words of affirmation. Y'all are cool people. Have a good night, everybody. I don't know. I like coming up here, especially with these things, because people be getting really, really mad. And so, no, I do not think it's wrong. Love who you guys want to love. At the end of the day, it is your life.
Appreciate you, brother.
Have a good night, everybody.
You too, man. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for the roses, by the way. Fist.
All right, take care, Jake. All right. Only one of you do think that being lesbian is wrong. Narcotics, get out of my... We can't say that word. Your username sucks, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how is that your username, by the way?
I know, literally.
I don't know how you evaded TikTok like that.
For real. Alright, this person's taking too long. Request up to join if you do think that being lesbian is wrong.
Oh shit, I got a speed run. Hold on.
You got a speed run?
Yeah.
Your makeup?
I didn't even get to do the cool shit yet. I gotta leave in like fucking 30 minutes.
What's up, how old are you?
How you doing? So to just kind of get straight to it, I don't think being a lesbian is wrong. Culturally, I think that people see being a lesbian or being gay as wrong. And the reason I even bring that up is because I'm trying to structure my thoughts a little bit better here. So,
You're good, man. Take your time.
On a personal level, right, when you look at sexuality, of course, all that's determined by who you are, just determined by your environment, and just the kind of individual that you are, right? But then we hit things on a cultural level, and we've already kind of gone over some of those things. So with narcotics and, carnality. We've had religion go through. And I really feel like that's the key issue here, is that on a cultural level, being a lesbian or being homosexual is wrong. And the problem.
Okay, explain that.
So the reason I say on a cultural level is that I know you said you don't really subscribe to like the natural way of things all the time, but looking at it from a cultural level, it's all driven by social norms. It's all driven by who we are as people, what we all believe as people. Religion is a big player into that. Of course, you have Christianity saying, "Oh, gay is wrong, gay is bad," whatever.
You gotta say GAY. You gotta censor your words, brother. Otherwise, I'll
I'm
get
sorry.
banned. It's okay, man.
But being liking anyone else of the same gender is wrong. They have it. They say it like that, but that's because of outside sources. That's because of outside influences, right? We have, social pressures. You have people very, just malicious individuals. Again, I don't want to use the guy who was just in here too much, but he's a key example, right? I think it's wrong because I think it's wrong, which is, I remember, I've been watching you for a little bit. I remember you saying earlier that, God, I'm trying to remember exactly how you said it because I don't want to put words in your mouth. Remember you had said earlier that, I'm just going to brush past that because, like I said, I can't remember exactly what you said, but it was like something along the lines of, God, my mind's not working. But what I'm getting back to the main point is that in the sense of how we perceive things, is like we're animals. Just like the young lady came on here, and I'm sorry, I didn't even say how old I was. I'm 31 years old. But the young lady earlier was saying, it's supernatural, it's it's something that just occurs in life. And, those are the outliers. Even, being part of the LGBT community, it doesn't make up a majority. And when things don't make up the majority, everything else finds it disturbing to a degree. Outliers will always be targeted into that thought process.
Does that make it wrong, though?
I won't say, I can only speak for myself. Me, I don't think it's wrong. But culturally, and the people who I've been around.
Are you just saying, like, you are understanding why people think it's culturally wrong? Do you personally think it's culturally wrong?
I don't personally think it's culturally wrong, no.
Okay, are you just kind of playing devil's advocate?
I don't want to say I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm a notorious fence sitter in the places that I debate, so I'm sorry if I came on here and wasted your time.
No, it's okay, man.
So,
I was just trying to see, like, where you were coming from culturally, like, especially once you said, like, when, I feel like you didn't even you don't feel like it's culturally wrong, because you said, once you said that, like, once it's an, like, a outlier that people deem it as wrong, then I feel like that's where I was like, I don't think you think it's culturally wrong.
Yeah, so...
Because you wouldn't deem all outliers as wrong.
No, I personally wouldn't deem all outliers as wrong, and, again, that's what I said. I hope I'm not wasting your time. I feel strongly about this topic, too. I have a lot of friends who are of that, persuasion. I have a lot of people in my life who are of that persuasion, and I personally don't demonize them. I don't subscribe to it myself, but I'll never make anyone else feel as if they're, wrong, or try to make them feel wrong for how they feel.
So you don't think it's culturally wrong, and you don't think that it's, like, wrong at all?
I'm just going to say no, and I'll just let someone else hit the box, because, like I said, I don't want to take up too much time with my ramblings.
No, it's okay. All right, well, take it easy, brother.
Thank you. See you soon.
All right. Moving on. You got to go at 3:30, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's up, Patrick? How old are you?
I'm 36 from Minnesota. Hi. First of all, I was going to say, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there. But yeah, I was going to say, like, I don't understand what is so wrong with who you want to love. Like, no one, if you're a straight man, because I'm a straight man, and I've never once told LGBTQ plus member, like, you need to decide, you need to go on the opposite what everyone's saying. Like, can we not just love each other? Can we not be a nation? Like, that's really, I don't care if you're left, you're right, you're in the middle. Can we just love each other? Like, who cares? If she wants to be with a woman, let her be with a woman. If she's happy, and they make each other happy, can we not just be happy?
Especially because it doesn't hurt anybody.
Exactly, like, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, and too, like, as far as, like, I'm gonna speak for males, obviously, but like, they're, oh well, so and so is gay. Well, that means there's more women for you to have. So what is your problem with whoever someone wants to love? We are all people. What is wrong?
We need more straight allies like you, bro.
Yeah,
I appreciate
and you know what too, and so like I said, I'm just gonna throw this out here, but I'm supporting Trump, but there's so many people from the LGBT plus community that are now getting hated on for voting one way or another, and it shouldn't matter straight, other side, whatever.
Well, I would say I think the part about that, what's hard is like, okay, let's say I know Trump says it has nothing to do with Project 2025, but if Project 2025 gets put in place, because it's literally a Republican playbook, if it gets put in place, the LGBTQ plus community is fucked.
Well, actually, he never once agreed to that.
But everybody, like, if you actually look into like who wrote it, it's all his people. So I feel like he's.
But
What's up, Aaron?
I was gonna say he never once.
You gotta like look at the people that wrote it and gotta look into it, because it's a Republican playbook that they're just gonna pull from. His entire party wrote it.
He already outed and said he is not.
Of course he's not gonna. Of course he's not gonna admit to that. I don't trust him. He lies all the time. He lies all the time. He lied and said that he never saw Eugene Carroll. That he's never met her in a day in his life, and then got civilly convicted of raping her.
Okay, and you think everything Kamala is saying is true?
No, but we're talking about Trump.
But we're also not talking Project 2025 because he does not endorse that. It is Agenda 47.
What's Agenda 47?
Look it up.
Okay.
I mean,
It's Project 2025 light.
I was just gonna say it's a lot to try and explain to you. But
Kamala, sorry everybody.
yeah, and that's the other thing too that really kind of sets me off is the fact that
But he's openly. You realize he's openly said out loud publicly that he doesn't want gay marriage to be legal. So it doesn't even matter if like what's in Project 2025 besides the heinous shit that's in Project 2025. Like he's openly against it anyways.
Well, hold on. So, like I said, and I am very Christian, but still to me, you love who you love. Whoever makes you happy makes you happy. But like I said, if you really go in and look at Agenda 47, hold on. Wake up, America. Come on, bro. You sound stupid. If you really want to talk that, get in the box. Otherwise, be quiet, because that was stupid.
All right, Patrick. Well, I appreciate you, man. I am just looking for people to debate. So take it easy, okay?
Yep, you too.
All right. All right. I'm going to do like one more, and then I'm going to hop off and go eat.
As you should.
What's up, dude? How old are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up? How old are you?
Oh, I'm 26. How are you?
I'm good. Do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
To me, yes. But I'm a Christian man, and I know that may sound weird to you. I don't know if you believe in that or not. But I'm sorry.
Why would that sound weird?
I don't know. I mean, just because for him it is an abomination. God says that. But it is a sin, and all sins are equal. So it doesn't matter if you are.
See, this is where I find super flaw in your morality. So you think it's a sin, and you think all sins are equal. I would say in my worldview that schmurder is worse than gossip.
Well,
in your book, you think that God calls gossip an abomination, and you think gossip is equivalent to schmurder. And I would say in no fucking morality in my world are those equal.
Well, they are equal, but the thing is think about it. Is if you murder somebody, if you lie.
Gotta say schmurder.
Oh, I can't. My bad. But if you say all these things, right, it's unethical to do one thing over the other. So
yes, but sins are not equal because we watch God use different language, right? Like
right.
Like 4 things all the time. He calls them abominations. He calls them different things. The 7 things God hates the most. We watch him use different language to explain the sins he hates the most already. So you're kind of wrong on that off the bat. But really, why should I care? Because
Well, okay.
to me, like, I don't give a fuck what a sin is. I don't believe in
Oh,
sins. I don't
okay,
think they
but
exist.
here's another question too: is do you love life and do you value life as well?
Yes.
Okay, so with the man and the man, they can't create life. Same
They
goes
can.
with a woman and a woman.
They can.
They can't. If you can you prove it to me that they can?
Yeah, IVF, the same things that an infertile couple uses. That's how they create life.
Can you say that? Can you please give me some background?
Yeah, IVF. Look up. Do you want me to do your research for you? Okay.
I guess so. Yes, please. Because
In vitro fertilization.
I mean, why in the world has basic biology textbooks in my 6th grade class back then in the day? Why is it saying that there was only 2 sexes and a man and a woman can't create a baby, but a man and a woman
because
can?
we have modern day.
But why in the world is
modern
so? Why
day
has
medicine that was created for infertile couples?
Why has
Modern day
the textbooks changed? Why is that?
Because
The
we have modern
textbooks-
day.
Wait, hold on. It's not even because the textbooks have not changed. If you look at a 6th grade textbook, it's not likely they're going to tell you about things like IVF or surrogacy because it's not relevant to them yet. But when you get older, if you were to go to, say, a university class or an advanced biology class in high school, they will teach you about things like IVF and surrogacy. This is not new. The first artificial insemination happened in the 1930s. This is not like a new thing. Just because you didn't learn about it doesn't mean it's not true. And also, no biology textbook is going to say verbatim, men and women cannot have, women and women, men and men cannot have intercourse. Because again, that's not a scientific claim.
Then why in the world, every time I looked into this, right? And I mean, I've been in my 6th grade class and I graduated from middle school and I graduated from high school and I have some college experience. But why in the world, right? Why in the world do I remember that? And I remember it all. But why in the world has it all of a sudden changed? And
Because science evolves
and what
and
you're
biology
stating,
evolves.
and what you're
Bro.
stating, why hasn't that been since you said like what year did you say, like 1930s or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so why was that not including in my textbook when I was in class during, I think, 2011? Why was that not mentioned? Why was that not mentioned? But now it is
the
all of a sudden
basics. That again, that's not surrogacy and IVF are not in textbooks now either.
Why weren't they in the first place?
Because it's not relevant to a 6th grader.
Because it's not right. Because it's you cannot physically.
No, it is
a man
correct.
And a man cannot physically make a seed. It just can't do it. It just cannot have.
No, we use IVF in vitro fertilization. We use the same things. Can an infertile couple have a child? Can an infertile couple have a child?
A what?
Can an infertile couple have a child?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure at all. I'm just saying.
Do you know what infertile means?
I do not. No, I don't.
Holy fuck, bro. Then why are you talking about this
Okay,
if you have no idea what infertile is?
I'm just gonna have to say, if two lesbians, right? If they decide to have a baby, they can't have a baby. They just can't do it. What they can do,
can't have.
they can go to a sperm bank and they can inject
can.
someone else's sperm to
And
themselves.
why is that wrong?
Why is it wrong? I'm not saying
It's not.
wrong.
Is it wrong for the straight couple that's infertile that uses it?
I'm just saying no. I'm just saying. You
So then
cannot
what's your?
make
Then
a
why are you
kid
bringing
with
it up?
A woman and a woman. That's what I'm
then
saying.
why? But we can the same way an infertile couple can have a kid.
I'm just saying you cannot have a kid, or you can have a kid, but it's going to be with someone else's sperm, not your partner's sperm.
We know that, but we can. It's still having a child. That woman still gets pregnant and conceives a child and has a
That
child.
brings me to the question where I said you value and love life. If you cannot create life with the same partner sex as what you have, then why in the world do you? If you love life, you're just being a hypocrite saying you don't love life because you're not producing life. You're just not doing it.
Okay, so
loving
is
life-
being infertile? Well, is being infertile wrong?
What?
Is being infertile wrong? Wait, again, do you know what infertile means?
I do not know what infertile means
You're
now.
unable to
be-
reproduce.
Yeah, to be infertile means you are not able to have children, or at least not able to do so naturally.
1 in 7 people are infertile.
Okay.
This includes straight people.
So like,
Yes.
okay, I see what you're saying. So So with that, I mean, it's not wrong with that, but I mean, what you can't
But they're
do
not.
is
But they're not creating
producing
life.
But I know, I understand that. But
Oh,
if
so
you
you're
love
just
life,
so then you just hold a double standard.
no. What I'm saying is, if you love life, right? And this can be with an infertile person who can't have a kid, and like what
Okay,
I'm
loving
saying,
life does not mean that I have to have a child. Do you understand those?
no. But I mean, like you
That's
wouldn't be
completely
here if you didn't
subjective,
love
and
life.
I'll prove it to you, ECAT. It's completely subjective. Do you think everybody should be a parent?
Was that everyone should be a parent?
Do you think everybody should be a parent?
I mean, I think honestly, in one of their lifetimes, yes. And what?
Yes, you think everybody should be a parent?
Maybe, yes. I mean, like, I'm 26, right? And I don't have the responsibility to have a kid. I'm just not financially responsible. In the future, yeah, I would love to be a parent. I'd love to.
I'm not talking about you. I'm saying should everybody be a parent when we see the adoption systems, when we see the abuse children go through, the neglect, the cases that we see, the foster care system. Should everybody be a parent? The children that get born and they are addicted to substances. Do you think that everybody should be a parent?
Well, I mean, if you're going to just want to have a kid and treat it horribly, no.
Okay, so then you don't even uphold to your own standard.
No, what I'm saying is everyone can change their life. I mean, you can change your life, and I could change my life. I mean,
okay, but it's subjective. So what you're pushing is the narrative that everybody should be, that I don't love life because I don't want to have a child, and that's just like idiotic to say.
no, what I'm saying is if you love life and you just
People love life for different reasons. Do you realize that? People don't just love life to bring life. People love life to go and travel. People love life to go and do separate things. People love life and have their career because they love life. People are artists and all kinds of things, and they're consumed in their own life. But that doesn't mean that they have to bring a child into the world to love life.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying a man and a woman and a woman, they just can't produce a kid. And
Why is this morally relevant?
it's relevant because, I mean, the reason why I did request to join was the question, right, on top of you. Why is being lesbian wrong? And I have family that is gay, and guess what? I still love them to death. I mean, they're family, right?
You're not answering the question. Stop doing what you're doing and just answer the question.
Why is this morally relevant?
It's just, in a way, think about it. You can't produce life. And
why is this morally relevant?
It's relevant because think about it.
Morally.
I can produce life, but that's subjective, and we just came to the conclusion that everybody should be a parent. I can produce a life. Why the fuck does that matter, though?
Would you want to have someone else's sperm inside you from a sperm bank to produce life? I mean, even if you have a lesbian partner?
If I can't have a child, yes, because also, do you realize how much money it takes to have a child, too, for us to go through that? Like, I have to spend thousands of dollars to just have a child. That means I really want a fucking child. You don't. You just get to freely have a fucking child. Congratulations. I don't, which means I really want a fucking child.
If you want a child, then be with a man.
I can't. I'm not attracted to them. Do you think sexual orientation is a choice?
You just said you wanted a child, though. So why would you want to have?
Do you think sexual orientation is a child?
And then let's be with the
because
man.
I'm not having sex with that man, dude. It's what you have to do to have a child, and also there's different ways to have a child.
To men. Okay, wait.
So you want to have want to have a kid, but the person giving you the kid, you're not attracted to.
They are not attracted
I'm just not
to
getting
men.
that.
Okay, are you attracted to men, guest?
No.
Why not?
Because I mean,
because what?
It's just wrong for me, and I just don't like that, and it's against my values,
lovely.
and I think it's unethical.
Guess what?
And the way
Lesbians also don't like men.
I get to spend time with a woman, and as what you said, have sex with them, right?
Okay.
And have life with them, and have a kid. And you can't really do that with the same sex partner.
How many times do I have to go over that we can have a child?
I know you can have a child, but why would you want to have a child that is someone else's sperm and you have no idea whose they are? I mean, they could be.
One, you get to pick.
Know who they are.
You get to pick.
They are.
If you want to have a child, why would you still want to pick to have a child with another same-sex partner? Why don't you just have a child with the?
Because we're not attracted. Can you go have sex with a man? No, you can't. I can't have sex with a man. I'm not attracted to them. Do you think sexual orientation is a choice?
Then why do you want a kid if you're not attracted to him?
I don't want a child. I'm playing into your argument. That's how debates work.
Okay, my bad. I'm saying if you did want a child, right?
I know I was playing into your argument. So why the fuck are you clocking me saying, "Well, you want a child"? I was playing into your argument.
Okay,
Holy fuck.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. You said that if you wanted a child, you said if you wanted a child, why would you not want to have it with the person who's providing you the sperm for it instead of just
Because I'm not attracted to them.
men.
What?
I'm not attracted to men. What do you think being a lesbian
If you're
is?
not attracted to men, then why would you want to have a child?
You don't have to be attracted
Are you
to someone
asking
to
the
want a
most
kid?
maternal beings on the planet why they want to have a child?
Are you infertile?
Maternal. Women are maternal.
Yeah, I know.
You're asking why the most maternal beings on the planet want to have a child?
I'm saying why would you if you wanted a child and if you chose
Because
to have a child with your
that
lesbian
doesn't matter
partner, why
if
would
you're
you
with
have
a
to go to the
man.
local sperm bank and get it?
Brother,
I'm asking.
that doesn't matter who you're with. That is a subjective experience. People see children and want to have children. That doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman or who you're with.
Oh, well, I'm just saying it's basic science and you cannot.
You don't even know basic science. You didn't even know what IVF was. You didn't even know what infertile meant. You don't even know basic science.
I still don't know what IVF is, and I've been and graduated, and guess what? Still don't know what it is. You somehow know what it is, but it wasn't in our textbooks.
I know what it is because I fucking looked this shit up and I don't hold opinions on things that I don't know about.
Okay, I'm just saying, why in the world was it not in our textbooks when we learned this
We've
shit?
explained the question. How many goddamn times do we need to explain it to you?
Well, why? Okay, why is it in our government? Why
Are
is it
you not?
in our
Are you
government
not?
textbooks?
Are you okay? This conversation, you have not taken in anything we've said. Not a single thing we've said.
Neither have you.
This is the most pointless conversation because
Neither
you literally have not taken in anything that we've said. No, I've countered every argument you've made, and you've not taken a single thing in I've said.
No, I'm just saying with the basic science. I'm giving you basic science, and you're proving it by saying stuff with IVFs and stuff.
Do you know?
Why wasn't this IVF shit in my textbook?
Anyway, do you know what a high yield savings account is, guest?
A what?
A high yield savings account.
I'm just going to assume that it's something that's a high priority savings account, I guess. I'm not sure.
No. A high yield savings account is a savings account that has an especially high interest rate in favor of the person who is opening the account, not in the favor of the bank. I bring this up because I didn't know this until I left school. However, it's recommended that you have one of these accounts at the age of 18, and they still didn't teach it to us in school. There are things that you need to know as an adult that our school system fails to teach us, which is on the fault
I agree with you there.
of the school system. Okay,
I agree
so
with
then
you there.
why is your point? Why didn't we learn about this when we know that the school system sucks at teaching us things?
You're completely right. And, my mother is a teacher. And she just gets paid awfully. So I just don't understand why. I understand what you're talking about. There are some things that need to be taught. And, the teachers get completely just sucked with with low salary teaching these things. But, there are some things you're saying are right, saying that, yeah, some things need to be taught. But also, it's just awful how this wasn't in the textbooks. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes, I agree. I think it should have been in the textbooks.
Okay.
It just happened to
Are
not
they in the
be.
textbooks now? I don't know if you've
No.
seen. They're not in the textbooks now?
They're in textbooks in college. I know because I'm in university right now. If I were to take a biology class here, they would tell me about in vitro fertilization. But in high school, probably not because they consider that too advanced for us.
No. Well, my bad. I was taking a drink of water. But anyway, think about with the science stuff. Some of it's awful, and I don't even know with the IVF stuff because think about theory of evolution. Why are we teaching that? It's considered a theory. It's in the word.
Do you know what a theory is? Do you know
Yes,
the
I know what
difference
a
between a
theory is.
hypothesis?
Why are we teaching a theory?
What is the difference between a hypothesis and a theory?
Hypothesis is a theory before you hit up your experiment, as is a theory is.
Nope.
Yes, it is. A hypothesis is something you're going to make up before you hit the science experiment and do your stuff. I did this stuff.
So what is a theory?
A theory is subjective, made up stuff of someone else's idea. So if you look up, it is a theory is someone else's idea that we're taking about. The theory of evolution. It's called the theory.
Do you know what the scientific method is, guest?
I don't know the scientific method, but I'm saying
You should stop
scientific
talking.
method.
You should
The
really stop
scientific
talking.
method is
And you
the
should go back to
order
school.
in which certain things are studied in science. They are each given a different label in reference to what stage in research they're at. Hypothesis is the very first step. It is simply a question. It is something you want to know. The very last step that you hope to achieve, because not every hypothesis reaches this point, is theory. Theory is the highest point something can reach because nothing will ever be 100% proven. What we do have is evidence pointing in a certain direction, and whatever has the most evidence substantiating it is considered theory, which is actually very high praise. It starts as a hypothesis, set like 5 points after that, it has the potential to become a theory. So you'd learn about evolution because there's a lot of evidence pointing to it being the case.
Okay.
Do you
There's a
think
difference
do you think
between
the Earth has a core?
Yeah.
That's a theory.
It's a theory.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we can't
Do you think
go in there.
do you think we have gravity?
Well, I mean, we go up. If we
Do you think
jump.
we have gravity?
Well, if
Yeah,
we
yeah.
jump up.
Yeah, that's a great way of testing things, right? Demonstrating
Yes,
whether
if
things
we- if-
exist.
yes, if we- if
yeah,
we
those
jump
are
up-
that's a theory. That's
we-
a theory, bud.
If
That's
we
a
jump
theory.
up, we're not going up, are we?
Yeah, that's how we demonstrate things that are real and true. And we have evidence to back that. So to back up the theory of gravity, we can demonstrate gravity.
Yeah. Well, I
You need to go back and read a science book hard. And you need to
Okay.
go back and read about
I'll
all of
read
the
it.
shit that you're talking about.
I
Because
will read a science book and.
it is ridiculous that I am literally 22 and know way more than you.
Okay, so I'll go back and read the science book. I could try to come back to this live, and I'll see if there's any IVFs in that science book.
That doesn't matter. You can look up what IVF
Oh,
is.
but
Why
you
does it
told
need to
me
be in
to
a
read
science
it,
book?
though.
No, because you
Well, it
didn't
would
know what the
depend on
fucking
what book
scientific
you
theory
read.
was. You tried to dog on evolution because you said it was a theory without knowing what a theory means and what it is. That's why I told you to read a science book.
Okay, so you think that we came from monkeys?
Our greatest ancestor is a great ape, not monkeys.
Why are we still not being, transformed from monkeys to humans?
Because evolution
hasn't
causes
happened,
it
it's a
happens. If
theory.
you would let me fucking speak, thank you very much. Because evolution happens over millions of years, and if you would read a book, you'd know that. So we started from a single-celled organism, and then we've evolved over millions and millions of years to become Homo sapiens.
So monkeys were millions of years old back then, right?
It's not a monkey; it's a great ape. There's a difference.
Okay, so it's a great ape. So a great ape was millions of years old before it turned into a human. So it's been alive for millions of years, right?
We are still apes, by the way.
We are still apes.
We share two our genetic code. It literally is. We share the same gene code as great apes.
Oh, all right.
We're
Well,
classified as great apes, but our greatest ancestor, we share the same.
all right.
If you just looked into shit without holding these opinions, you wouldn't look as silly, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you just look up what's it called? Look up a sophomore university biology textbook, it'll explain all this.
All right, I will look into that. But as for the meantime, I do have to go. I had to go somewhere. I'm sorry about that. I wish we could talk. I wish we could talk more, but
I don't. I don't want to sit here younger than you trying to explain shit. That's ridiculous. There's
As someone who wants to become an educator, that was a very depressing thing to watch.
Also, you're 20. And
True.
That was painful. All right, that's going to be it for tonight.
Yeah.
You got to go
For good
too.
reason. I do. Luckily, my train just got delayed by 15 minutes.
Oh, good. So you got time.
Let's go. Yes.
I'm going to go
Barely.
eat. You should text me and send me videos of Conan.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, y'all take it easy.
Thank you guys for suffering with us. Bye.
Bye.